take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Welcome back, race fans. Tonight we are here with the ECR Can-In Series in Charlotte, North Carolina for 200 laps here, 300 miles in the Can-In car. This should be a fantastic race here tonight. Hopefully I've got the sounds and stuff here turned in, kind of equaled out where everybody can hear me and the cars at the exact same time. Try not to make it over too powerful for each of the things that I got going on here, but nevertheless, we should have a fantastic race here at Charlotte. We've got about 14 drivers out there that have entered the lobby here tonight, so this should be a good race. We're going to be looking at a lot of side-by-side action, I'm sure, early on, and as the field gets spread out, then we'll see different strategies play out. Hopefully they keep the caution count low here tonight. With few cars out here, they should. But we also know how Charlotte can be. If you don't hit the turns correctly, buddy, it really upset that car. You can really hit the outside wall or the inside wall coming out of 2 onto the back stretch. And, of course, in the tri-oval on to the front stretch, cutting it across the grass, whatever the case may be. I'm sure these guys will keep it as clean as they possibly can here tonight, but we're going to get right straight into things here. Starting with the MaxSpeedTV sponsors, your official grid sponsor here for MaxSpeedTV, Walt's Beard Co. Got a beard, need some beard balm? Check them out, waltsbeardco.com. Sim Speed Shop, for all your iRacing needs, button box and brakes. They've got it all. If you're in the market for a button box or a handbrake or whatever the case may be when it comes to iRacing, well, they have it. Check them out, simspeedshop.com. Colby's Eye Paint in the market for a new paint for your car. Check out Colby's Eye Paints on Facebook. Need a replica paint for your real life car? Colby's Eye Paint has you covered as well. Check out Colby's Eye Paints on Facebook at facebook.com/Colby's Eye Paint. The Hershey Design Company. Hershey Design Company is your one-stop graphic shop. If you are in need of an iRacing paint league team or business logo, or want the logo on some sweet flag, hit up Orion at the Hershey Design Company. You can find him on Facebook by searching for Hershey. That's HERSHY Design Company. The Ohio IndyCar League opened up to everybody out there wanting to drive the IR18 or just really race with the Ohio IndyCar League. They were just in the Ohio region at one time, but they have decided to open it up to everybody out there. It is a league that I broadcast personally here on MaxSpeedTV. They also are a sponsor here on MaxSpeedTV. So if anybody is interested please check them out. www.facebook.com/Ohio IndyCar League. Also on iRacing under the League directory page. You can find them at Ohio IndyCar League. Great to have them on board as well. And iBog, the iRacing broadcast overlay graphics store, sim race broadcast graphics source. Jason Allison over at iBog does a fantastic job with the overlay work here on MaxSpeedTV, the official overlay graphics designer for MaxSpeedTV. All right, we got some people in chat. Got my brother in chat here tonight again. Jeremy Medlock, glad to have you in chat. Danielle Eckstein. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce your last name. I have seen the last name before, but I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce it. But glad to have you in chat as well. This should be a good race. Really looking forward to it. Now, here in practice, they've been out here practicing for quite some time. And right now, Bruce Ackerman does have that top spot with a 28.958, just edging out Michael Atkins with a 29.012, so 54/100th of a second. Behind him is actually, yeah, 54/100th of a second is that number 67, Michael Atkins, behind Bruce Ackerman. So very, very close indeed. Of course, the point standings are relatively close as well. They may not look it, but they are. As we pull that up for everybody. All right, this is your point standings coming into tonight here at Charlotte. Dalton Tucker holding on to the top spot in first with 462 points. Rob Haynes in second, 452 points. Now, Rob is looking for a second win tonight in a row. He's looking for a sixth win overall. This season, he is only 10 points there behind Dalton Tucker. Ed Adams in third, 393 points. 59 points back behind Rob Haynes. Josh Mayhew up a spot from 2 weeks ago. He is currently in a fourth, 372 points, 21 back behind Ed Adams. Chuck Harrell up a spot. He's in fifth, 369 points. He is 3 points back behind Josh. Jim Westerfield down 2 spots. He is in sixth, 350 points, 19 back behind Chuck. Anthony Fitchner in seventh, 319 points, 31 back behind Jim. Joey Stats in eighth, 291 points, 28 back behind Anthony. Ralph Vandervorst in ninth, 290 points, 1 point back behind Joey. Very close between them two. And Scott Holler up 2 spots from, I believe it was last week, their makeup race. Might have been 2 weeks ago. I think it was last week. But anyway, Scott Holler will be in 10th, up 2 spots, 281 points. He is only 9 back behind Ralph Vandervorst there in 9th place. So that will round out the point standings coming into tonight. As we go down through the pre-race analysts here real quick. We got a wind speed of 2 miles an hour coming out of the north end of the track there. 78 degrees Fahrenheit, 78 degree tack temp. Not a slick at all out there here. Now, the tire wear may play a factor into how slick it is, but the humidity, 55%. We've got the number 92, Bruce Ackerman there doing a little waving there in pit road. And we're going to be doing 200 laps here tonight, 300 miles. Now, the fuel window, I'm not exactly entirely sure what the fuel window is here tonight. I just put down 50 to 60. It could be more, it could be less, depending on who's saving and who's not. So I just did put it 50 to 60. Pit road speed, I believe, is 45. It may be 50 or 55, somewhere around in there. Anyway, regardless, they're going to have to get it woed down to a pit road speed. Because you can get that little old black flag, they call it, for a speeding in pit road, and of course then it could very well easily cost you the race. But this is Charlotte. This is one of the favorite tracks here on iRacing. I mean, it is just so close to the real thing. I mean, with iRacing doing their laser scanning on how they come out with the tracks, it is just amazing. But it looks like now we do have these drivers now coming out on the track here. Jimmy Cooper has reconnected here, so that is a good thing. We got 14 drivers out here. So Jimmy Cooper is going to put in some practice in here with about 3 minutes left to go. Alrighty guys, if you are new to MaxSpeedTV and you are enjoying the content that we put out here on MaxSpeedTV, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Of course, we have several broadcasters here on MaxSpeedTV, and we're going to actually have a couple more here joining the team. So we're going to have more content coming out here on MaxSpeedTV as well. So please hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up button as well. Of course, if you want to become a YouTube sponsor for MaxSpeedTV, you can hit that sponsor button down below. And for $4.99 a month, you will get a little icon there next to your name and chat. Let everybody know you are a YouTube sponsor for MaxSpeedTV. Now, if you want to become an official sponsor for MaxSpeedTV, well, hit us up on Facebook, send us a message, and we can give you the details on that as well. You'll actually get your name and everything inside the broadcast to let everybody know that you are an official sponsor of MaxSpeedTV, and it's for you can do it a season at a time, a year at a time, or however the case you want to do it. But the subscriptions and the sponsors are different. The sponsorship's different for the YouTube and MaxSpeedTV itself. Alright, I'm gonna have to bring up printing paint here, folks. Let me do some refreshing here, see if I can get some updated paint. Not sure exactly what's going on with the updated paints. Of course, if they're on pit road, then they won't show up. So they're gonna have to come onto the track before it will update. Got Anthony Fitchner there, and it's just showing a white car. It's because he hasn't pulled out yet. Got the 46 of Ed Adams in the Kingsford 46 machine. Tim Westerfield in the Pennzoil 27. Matthew McCann on pit road, has not pulled out yet. Rob Haynes. The Josh Mayu in the 02 Jack Daniels machine. Checkered flag is out. Practice is officially over. We will get them directly in qualifying. All right. Qualifying has officially begun. 10 minutes to qualify. You get 2 laps, and it is closed qualifying. All right, time should be starting to roll in here any moment. Right now, Scott Holler in that number 75 Patron machine. Patron machine. I don't know why I call it Patron. Patron machine. Coming across the line there. see exactly where, well, he might have tagged the wall. No, he actually put himself in second. Josh Mayhew grabbing the top spot here momentarily. Michael Atkins grabbing the top spot here, taking it away from Josh Mayhew. Michael Atkins still holding on to the top spot. Josh Mayhew going to be coming across the line again. 29.155 is his fast lap. Last lap was a 29.155, so he actually beat his last lap. Michael Atkins with a 28.981. His best last lap was a 29.129. Jim Westerfield still in the second spot away from Josh with a 29.151. Got Carroll in the Good French 3 machine out here. Oh! Breaks it loose, but he is going to steal second away from Jim. As Chuck takes second with a 29.107. Rob Haynes sitting out on the end of pit road. Ed Adams out on track. Matthew McCann in the number 99 machine out on the track. Bruce Ackerman. Now Matthew McCann will go into 8th in that qualifying. Now Ed Adams coming out onto the track. Ed Adams putting his 46 car in 6th. 6 minutes left in qualifying. Oh, Bruce hitting the wall. Time will not count. He will have to try it again. Matthew McCann officially done with his qualifying time, currently running 8th. Bruce Ackerman. One of the other drivers left to qualify. Anthony Fitchner also has not put in a qualifying time. We'll sit here on that number 92 machine of Bruce Ackerman and see where Bruce put his Chevy, Red Bull Chevy. And Bruce Ackerman taking the top spot from Michael Atkins with a 28.961, 0.020. 0.10 of a second, roughly. Wow, what a time. Well, we're going to get Bruce up here. We're actually going to get Bruce Ackerman up here to talk to the number 92 machine. Bruce Ackerman, got a copy.
I got you.
Bruce, man, what a time you just put in qualifying. Now, you had a little bit of mishaps there, so you had to kind of restart. But, man, 28.961 edging out Michael Atkins for the pole, man. Tell me what was going on out there before you put in that quick time, bud.
You know, just track's a little tight, so that first run I missed my mark and got into the throttle a little too soon. second time I was able to capitalize on it and put in that time.
What's it going to take to bring it home into victory lane tonight, knowing that there's 14 drivers? Well, it looks like there's 13 drivers out there. It looks like a boss man has joined me in the booth, but hey, nevertheless, 13 drivers out there. What's it going to take, man, to bring it home into victory lane here tonight?
Probably just some consistency, keeping the car clean. I think that's what's going to, staying up front and trying not to make any mistakes. No mistakes on pit road, trying not to get trapped, pitting out of sequence, stuff like that. So you keep it up front, you keep it clean. I think there's a couple of guys who has a good shot at winning it.
Well, all right. Well, we know that Rob Haynes, the number 4 machine, looking for his back to another win here, looking back to back. Do you think you have what it takes, knowing that Rob Haynes, has already got several wins on the season? Do you have something for Rob to push him back and steal the thunder from him?
Oh, absolutely. Every week I feel like I have something for all these guys. We just been making some mistakes and not being able to capitalize on a couple of things, but this is one of my favorite tracks, so I'm going to give it all she got.
All right, Bruce Ackerman in that number 92 machine, going to be starting on pole here tonight with about 2 minutes left in qualifying, but I believe everybody is done. So, Bruce, man, good luck down there, bud, and we'll see you in 200 laps.
All right, thank you.
All right, we have been joined in the booth by the man, the myth, the legend, the boss man of ECR, Anthony Fitchner. Anthony, man, nice to have you up here, but we would like to see you on the track.
I'd love to be on the track, man. I had some issues going on there late in practice. I don't know what happened. I disconnected, tried to fix a few things, but my black box kept popping up, and it was the graphics. I couldn't see relative or standing, so it was a little weird glitch, man. And I tried a bunch of different things and couldn't seem to fix it. So I can't race like that. When you got a black box just constantly popping in and out on you, that's a distraction and a half. So I'm going to come up here and join the booth with you, man, have fun with you tonight, and call this race with you if it's all right.
That is fine with me, Anthony, man. Nice to have you up here to kind of help out. 13 drivers here at Charlotte. Charlotte, a mile and a half. A different type of tri-oval. Probably one of the favorite tri-ovals here on iRacing by far. What do you think these guys are going to have to do out here to get the win? Because, no stages. They're, banking on cautions, 200 laps, fuel strategy, tire wear. All that's going to play into effect here.
That's right. I mean, I was looking at some laps early on in practice. Some of these guys go hard early on in their run, and they tend to fall off a lot quicker. So you're going to have to be consistent. You're going to have to run your line and hit your marks, but you're also going to have to keep it off the wall. These cars are strong. They're built a lot tougher than the Cup cars, and they could take a beating and still go. But here at Charlotte tonight with 200 laps, man, you don't want that to happen to you pretty early on. So you want to keep it clean, be out there and stay consistent, obviously, and make the right calls on pit road. It's a 200-lap race. Pit road's going to be very important here tonight.
Exactly. No mistakes on pit road, and you have to you cannot make any mistakes at all. The slightest mistake can cost you that race. All right, checkered flag in the air. Qualifying officially over. We're going to get them on the grid here. This is your Waltz Beard Co. starting a grid here. Bruce Ackerman going to grab the pole here with a 28.961. Congratulations to Bruce for grabbing that pole position here. Michael Atkins, boy, just barely getting beat out by Bruce Ackerman. He will be starting on the outside of him in that second spot. Jeremy Rubin in third. Nice time for Jeremy Rubin. Chuck Carroll in that fourth position. Jim Westerfield in fifth. And Josh Mayu will round out the sixth position here. Anthony, do you want to finish it up?
And the seventh position is going to be Ed Adams with Jimmy Cooper to his outside. Ninth place is going to be Matthew McCann and Chad Angle in 10th. The next row, 11th and 12th, Ralph Vandervorst and Scott Haller. We'll keep an eye out on Ralph here tonight. He's got his gas pedal set as his clutch, so we'll see how that works out for him. And rounding out the field, second place driver in the points, Rob Haynes, looking like he's going to take over the points lead tonight, Josh, as Dalton failed to appear tonight.
Oh, Dalton Tucker, one of the drivers. Yeah, Dalton being, you know, Dalton being in the commanding points here, you know, you would think he would want to show up. Well, with him not being here, Rob Haynes will probably officially take over that top spot here after the race has concluded. Of course, it really all depends where Rob finishes too, but only being 10 points out, all real Rob has to do is, you know, lead some laps, you know, grind it out, you know, for half the race, and he'll be good to go, you know.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, if he's starting Parks, he's got the points to lead, so he's got nothing to lose here tonight. I did talk to Dalton, that is my driver, and he did want to race tonight, but he had something going on, and he was going to run last minute. He said, I'll be there, but I might be late for driver's meeting, and then driver's meeting started, and he said, I don't think I'm going to be able to make it on time. So it's unfortunate, man. I know he's bummed out, but that just means he's going to come back a little bit harder next time.
Oh, definitely indeed. Well, we're rolling off here at Charlotte. Bruce Ackerman onto the inside. Now, they have to start where it places them at the beginning of the race. But if a caution was to fly, the guy out front, oh, we got a little bit of banging going on here early on. The 42 and the 67. Jeremy Rubin and the 67 of Michael Atkins. Not sure exactly what was going on there. Might have been a little bit of... just a little bit of bumping and banging there between them two. Not sure, maybe not paying attention, not really entirely sure. But like I was saying, caution was to fly. The guy out front who's leading the pack does have lane choice, outside or inside, before the one to go. After the one to go, they have to stay where they're at. I do believe that is one of the rules you have in place here for ECR. But we're going to be going green flag racing as I get on. Bruce Ackerman here, going to lead them to the line. There we go. Pace car will make us dive a left onto pit road there. And Bruce going to lead them to the green flag here at the start of Charlotte. We're green flag. Buggity, buggity, buggity. We're racing in Charlotte, boys.
And I do have some inside intel there. Jeremy Rubin in that 42 car there, before we took the green, his headset fell off. So that's what happened there.
Oh, wow. Well, you know, and accidents do happen, and they kept it straight. You know, they knew something was going on, but, you know, hey, it did happen, but it doesn't look like it's really affecting them any at all. Now, Bruce Ackerman does get a good jump here, and he will lead the first lap here of the race, already coming to lap number 2. Michael Atkins in second. Chuck Carroll has moved up to third. So we have a change in positions already. Now that we're green flag, now we're going to be talking about the tire wear. We knew during practice and before that, everybody was trying to figure out some adjustment that needed to be made because of the way it was wearing tires. Is it still as bad as it was during practice?
Yeah, I think so, man. The tire's going to be pretty bad here. You're going to get tight late in the run. I had somebody tell me, Michael Atkins said that his right rear was actually wearing more than the right front, so he's probably going to be loose later in the run. So it'll be interesting to see how different some of these guys are later in the run. Are some tight, are some loose? You know, it all depends on how you spend the first half of your run.
All right. Well, I mean, the tires are going to play a role here. Jim Westerfield on the outside of the 42 of Jeremy Rubin. Jim will take that position away and go into fourth. 3 wide almost behind them, as I thought they were going to go 3 wide there for a moment. The 42 of Jeremy Rubin, the 02 of Josh Mayu, and Ed Adams in the 46 Kingsford machine battling it out back here. And right behind them, the 99 Matthew McCann and Chad Engel are nose to tail. Rob Haynes has moved up 3 spots here. Rob Haynes now cracking the top 10 in 10th.
Ed Adams going to take that position away from Josh Mayu there as we turn into lap 5. Ed Adams gets up under him, takes that position. They are now single file. That's what it's going to take to get somebody here tonight at Charlotte. You get up under them, you force them to stay high, they're going to lose a lot of time and probably end up giving you the position because you don't want to be stuck on the high side for too long here tonight, Josh.
Exactly. Well, you know, single file, getting spread out, you know, that you're going to see that a lot here tonight. Tires wear down. There's not going to be very many moves going to be made. Now, the fuel also could play a factor here as well. We won't know that really until toward the end of the race. You know, is it going to be a tire issue? Is it going to be a fuel issue? Or is it going to be a combination of both, you know, going into the race? If they have no cautions for 200 laps, which it can happen, what's it going to take to you know, save everything you can?
Patience. We went over that at the beginning. You know, you just got to understand it's 200 laps, so you got to take it lap by lap and realize that you're not going to win this thing right away. You got to hit your marks and not overdrive it, and that's easier said than done, guys. You know, you're out here racing for position. 27 getting loose there. He saves it. Jim Westerfield almost lost it there. You're going to see the 42 come to his outside. He's definitely going to lose a few positions here as they're 3 wide in the tri-oval. Now he's all the way back to about 8th. Seven. Jim Westerfield going to be in 7th.
Yeah, Jim Westerfield. Sorry about that. Now, Rob Haynes is in 8th. Jim Westerfield in 7th. Now, look at the gap, though, between Jim Westerfield and Rob Haynes. You know, it says almost a second, but it's really not. If you look at as we're going to try to go to a far chase view here, if I can find it. Well, I don't have a chase view. Wow. Got a fan view. Well, they can see the gap, though, from the fan view, and it's not really very big. Rob Haynes, 1.3 seconds behind Jim. We go back up front, check on the 92 of Bruce Ackerman. Chuck Carroll, 9/10 of a second behind Bruce. Michael Atkins, 7/10 of a second behind Chuck Carroll. So 1, 2, 3 has not changed. Josh Mayu in 4th. Ed Adams making the pass on the 42 of Jeremy Rubin. Ed Adams going in to 5th.
Biggest mover right now, Rob Haynes in that number 4 car, currently in 8th. He's moving up, man. He started last place on the grid, currently up to 8th, and he didn't have anything to lose here tonight. That was the guy we were talking about, second in points. He's going to be your points leader when we come out of here, so one of them guys is just looking to finish with a clean car. Exactly, Rob Haynes.
Probably will take over the point to lead, guaranteed, I'm sure of it. But also, Rob is looking for back-to-back wins, as he won last week, at that makeup race there. Instead of doing 200 laps, we did 240 laps. And, somebody made a boo-boo on that one.
Yeah, it happens, man. That was unfortunate. But them guys stuck it out, and they got it done. So it was awesome.
Yeah, we did everything to get it going. We did, though. We got it raced. We just did a little bit more laps than what we intended to. But, hey, 240 laps, it was still an amazing race. It was awesome. Just a little tiresome because of the amount of laps. But, Josh and the rest of your admins, Anthony, they did a fantastic job. When the lobby popped up last week and it said Cup Series, we're like, wait a minute, this ain't Cup.
That was a boo-boo on my end, and I had to work that night, so I couldn't even get on to fix it, and I had no idea until I got off that morning about 7 o'clock in the morning. I was looking, I was like, going to see how the race went, and I was like, oh, wow, Oh,
Jeremy Rubin across the grass.
We saw that at the same time there. Nice save by these guys here tonight, man. Looks like they're getting loose off of 4, but they're getting it.
Yeah, the number 2 of Chad Engel, and we're going to go back and take a look at it here on the MaxSpeedTV replay report.
Just talking about how guys are getting loose out of turn 4. He's very lucky that he didn't collect somebody in that, because Jimmy Cooper almost got collected in that wreck.
Yes, he did. I got my dogs going nuts back here behind me. Sorry about that, folks. As we take a look here at Chad Engel. Let's see here what happened to Chad. Now, Chad is coming out of... Oh, he got loose going into 3. Tried to correct it coming out of 4 and hard onto the outside wall. Oh. Chad Engel on pit road. I'm sure we're going to see a bunch more drivers come down pit road here. Bruce Ackerman electing to come down pit road. Everybody but Chuck Harrell. Chuck staying out. All right, Chuck Harrell going to lead his first lap of the race here tonight. I got to turn my mic down. I'm getting into the red here on OBS, so... All right. Who should be our first victim here tonight? Can we get that number 3 up here?
I think we can.
All right. Well, fine, Chuck. There he is, the number 3, Chuck Harrell. Chuck, got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Josh.
Hey, Chuck. Well, me and Anthony in the booth here tonight, bud. You elected to stay out here. Going to lead a lap. 15 laps into the race. Get a caution here. Well, how is it out there after about, 15 laps? Does it get rather slick out there?
It was starting to. I think you really got to baby him if we're going to have long runs, but it does get loose, and if you're not paying attention, it'll bite you. I'm going to go in. I just wanted that 1 bonus point.
All right, bonus.
And, go from the back.
Oh, okay. So Chuck just wanted to get a bonus point, which he did get. All right, Chuck. Well, we'll let you do your pit stop here, man. Good luck, bud.
Cool, thanks, Josh.
I don't like talking to them when they're coming down pit road, because if they make a mistake, then I feel like it's my fault. All right, Tim and Chad. What's up, Tim? Glad to have you in chat there, Bubba. All right, everybody has made their pit stop here. Bruce will take over point again. All right, we're going to interview the number 4 of Rob Haynes here. Rob, got a copy?
Yeah, 10-4, Josh, go ahead.
Well, Rob, man, coming into tonight, you're the winner last week here for the ECR Can-In Series. 10 points behind Dalton Tucker. Dalton not here tonight. You will take probably command over the point standings. But, hey, you're looking for back-to-back wins, man. Talk about what's going through your mind here tonight at Charlotte. Night race and just, everything wanting to be put together for back-to-back wins.
Yeah, just a long race tonight. I wasn't too worried about starting up front. Had some troubles on qualifying there, and just a long race, Josh. Looking forward to getting to about lap 180, see where we're at. Hopefully, I'm still up here towards the front, and I think pit stops are going to become key. The field's a bit trimmed out, and we're going to see some green flag pit stops, I think. So it's going to come down to strategy. How fast guys are wearing out tires, because they seem to be, by about lap 5, 6, the back end wants to go around on you. So a little bit worrying, but just got to save some tires and had some good pit stops, and looking forward to just a decent finish tonight. If I can pick up something late, Josh, you know me, I'll do that. I seem to grab them there at the end, so I'll look forward to that.
All right, going to try to get that Kodak 4 machine back into victory lane for back-to-back wins. That is Rob Haynes. Rob, man, good luck out there, bud.
Appreciate it, John. Thanks. Have a good night, guys.
You too. All right, Anthony. Well, we're going to be going back green here, bud. You want to get them going?
Sure, man. Let's do it. Bruce Ackerman to the outside of Josh Mayu. Bruce Ackerman's going to get him going from the outside. Pace cars off. Here they go.
Green flag, green flag.
He's going to look to get that inside as quickly as he can. These guys got a nice jump there. Ed Adams looks like he was right there behind Josh, hoping he'd get a better jump there. They're going to be side by side as the 27's on the outside looking to get to the inside, but 46 is there. got him cleared. Ed Adams is going to take over to third position as they come down the backstretch, Josh.
And they're still side by side, the 46 and the 27, fighting for that third spot. Looks like Ed Adams will have it coming out of 4, and he is right up on the back bumper of the 02 of Josh Mayu. One slip by that 46 machine could very be costly to that 02. Even on tracks like Charlotte, you got to be aware of the bumper hook because it can be very, very dreadful even at Charlotte. But if you know where the front end of your car is, where the back end of the car is in front of you, you can make it work. And as we've seen, Ed Adams and Jim Westerfield and Josh Mayu were well aware of each other's car there, and we're still side by side behind them. Rob Haynes now was looking to the outside of Chuck Carroll in the 3. Oh, the 27. What's going on with Jim Westerfield? Jim losing positions quickly. Jim all the way back to 9th. Now Jim could be saving. Very well could be saving.
Michael Atkins on the move as he comes under Rob Haynes in that 4. He's going to clear him very easily there. Rob just playing it patient, getting a little bit of pressure from Matthew McCann behind him as they come down the backstretch, lap 23 here.
We are on that number 99 machine of Matthew McCann. A good racing here so far. One caution, just a little mishap there by Chad Engel. Chad Engel, though, back out onto the track. Scott Holler in the Patron 75 machine is on pit road. And he looks like he has some damage on that machine, but could be getting it fixed as well. That's why he's sitting there. Scott Holler is 3 laps down. Chad Engel is 3 laps down.
Holler's going to put it in the hauler. He just disconnected.
Yes, he is. One car retiree here tonight. Chad Engel not giving up. Still out there putting the laps in. Back out front, though, Bruce Ackerman. 6 and now 0.7 of a second ahead of Josh Mayu, and they're bumper to bumper behind them. Josh, Ed, Chuck, 2, 3, 4 respectively. Well, battle right here brewing. I can feel it between the 02, the 46, and the 3. And right behind him, another battle brewing. Michael Atkins and Rob Haynes. They got Matthew McCann at their heels as well. Jim Westerfield fell back to 8. Jeremy Rubin back here in the 42 and 9th. And Ralph Vandervorst in that 66 machine, currently 10th. And Jimmy Cooper, the last driver on the lead lap here, currently 11th here in that number 6. A lot of these drivers know it's a long race. They know they're going to have to squint, save, and do all they can. Anthony coming down pit road.
Yeah, I just had to get my 1 lap in so that way I get points for this race. You guys happen to hear some WWE Extreme Rules in the background when I'm talking. That's my son watching that pay-per-view there tonight. Hopefully y'all don't hear it though.
It's not coming on stream. David Milliman. I hope I said your last name correctly. David M in chat. I can give you a shout out here. Glad you came in to support MaxSpeedTV. Watch some Charlotte racing here. Yeah, Anthony come down pit road fast. He don't care. He just needed to put his 1 lap in. That's all he needed.
I didn't even get black flags.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, wow.
I I came down at the right speed. I got down to speed very quickly.
Oh, Jimmy Cooper. Oh, okay. For a minute there, it had Jimmy Cooper as going 0 miles an hour. I thought maybe he had a moment there, but that might be just ATVO doing its little hiccup. It likes to hiccup a lot. Oh, alrighty, folks. Well, I guess we do have a crank it up here for Charlotte. We don't have very many drivers out there, so if they stay kind of bunched up there, well, we'll get a crank it up cam here going on. Here, oh, the 67 almost pushed up into the 46. Woo.
Watching the same guys, Josh. I was like, whoa, you got a race going on here for third.
Yeah, that was a little close. I got a little dicey there for the 46 and the 67. And you know what's funny? Rob Haynes, I mean, it's not funny at all, but, you know, Rob Haynes in that 4 is right behind him. If something was to happen, Rob would have to be very, very quick on the reaction.
Oh, for sure. Hey, Josh Mayu sitting in second right now. You know, he gained a position in points last time. He's now 4th in points. He's got 3 top 5, 6 top 10. So looking for his 4th top 5 this season. Looking good out there in second place. But here comes Michael Atkins now putting the pressure on him. Not going to give it to him easily, man. These guys up here in the top 5 are all very, very fast. Especially Rob Haynes worked himself all the way up from 13th. Now in the 5th place position, putting pressure on Ed Adams.
All right, Ed Adams currently running 4th. Rob Haynes in 5th. They've still got the 99 of Matthew McCann, though, right there. And, of course, the harder they race in front of Matthew, that is going to allow Matthew McCann to catch them. Catching them is not the problem. Passing them is the problem. Well, passing them cleanly is the problem. You can pass them probably all day long, but passing them cleanly without getting into somebody, that is key. You can catch up to the driver in front of you all day long out of 100 laps. Each lap, get up to the back bumper, but can you make that pass cleanly and make it stick? That's key, and we have got this field spread out here. Well, Bruce Ackerman, 1.6 seconds ahead of Josh Mayu. I'll get it out in a minute. Michael Atkins looking to the inside of that 0-2 to take over second. We got a battle for second place here. Got a battle for third right behind them. Oh, well, you got 2 battles going on, and I can't stay on both. We're going to have to kind of go from there. 67 going to make the pass on that 0-2. And the 4 going to make the pass on the 46. The 46.
Adams isn't done with him, though.
No, he's not.
Matthew McCann might have been saving a little bit there. He's on his way to pass Ed. Ed Adams going to be doing a little bit of a defensive driving right now because he does not want to give up that top 5.
No, he does not. Now, Ed Adams coming into the point standings here tonight, currently 3rd, 393.59 back behind Rob Haynes. Rob Haynes, though, now is probably officially your leader in the point standings, so we could actually probably say Rob Haynes is your leader in point standings. Not exactly sure how many points he's going to have. That's all done by Anthony and Dan Lisa and all that garbage, so I don't have anything to do with that. And that's the thing, man. I'm glad I don't have to deal with it, with the point standings, because I would really get confused. And Jimmy Cooper having a little bit of blinking issues back in the field here. Jeremy Rubin currently 8th. Jimmy Cooper in 9th. In that sixth machine.
Bruce Chris Ackerman is basically showing these guys how it's done, almost to a 1 second lead. Whatever happened to Chuck Harrell? Did we catch that? Because he was second. Now he's all the way back to 7th.
Well, Chuck Carroll, it does not look like Chuck has any damage on his car from what I can see from up here. Chuck may be just saving. You know, and it's a long race, and we know we're only on lap 40 of 200 here. So saving's going to be key, but here early on, you know, why would you, you know, and I know I'm not a driver. Well, I am when I do race, but I'm not a driver out here tonight. But, you know, something else we could talk about here is early on, with it being 200 laps, do you want to save early or do you want to save late?
Well, you definitely want to save all the way. You just, you know, right now I think Chuck is saving a little bit too much. Oh, my God.
Yeah, that would be the 2. Not to interrupt you there, but Chad Engel having another moment there. And we're going to go back and take a look here and see what happened to Chad. I did not mean to interrupt you there, but
no, you're good. You're good.
I just seen Chad Engel go sideways there. Seen the smoke. So we're going to go check back up on Chad, see what happened to that number 2. Was it a pro? He got loose coming out of, or going into 1. Tried to correct it coming out of 2. He was on the apron, so no caution. And he
kept like Chuck tried to pick up that caution. If you've seen Chuck come down, it gets low, almost touches him.
Oh, yeah, I seen that. I went back here, and we seen that number 3 machine come down low with the 2 there on the apron. As we go back live here. And he was on, Chad Engel was on the apron, so there was no caution.
Eleven guys currently on the lead lap. Jim Westerfield, the last car on the lead lap right now, 22 seconds back. Having a hard time right now. He showed some speed early in practice as we were looking at the times earlier, man. Jim Westerfield, 29:15. That wasn't a bad time at all.
Oh, no, it wasn't.
Right there with the top 5 guys.
As we look at Jim's car here, he does have some right front damage, the right front suspension damage. So it looks like he might have tagged the wall somewhere, you know, out there racing. Not exactly sure where, but the right front is a little damaged.
And we talked about that early in the race, how damage definitely could affect you here. These cars are a lot stronger than the Cup cars and can take damage and still keep on going. But here at Charlotte, man, you need some clean fenders in order to have a good car.
Exactly. Chicago Medic in a chat here has stated a Can-In League. I think I just found my second league. So, well, the interesting fact there, I guess there's a lot of people out there that like the Can-In cars. To me, they're probably the favorites, one of the favorites, or they're supposed to be the favorites here on iRacing. They're a lot easier to... Go ahead.
Go ahead. They're a lot easier what?
They're a lot easier to drive than the Gen 6 cars, I can assure you that.
Oh, that's for sure. That's why you see a lot better racing. These guys can handle it a lot better. Them Cup cars, man, on the edge for sure. These cars got a lot more grip than what they had a year or 2 ago, that's for sure. I remember them things were loose at one point, and then they brought back the grip. So Chicago, if you're looking for a league, man, they run every other Sunday night, so you really only have to worry every other week, you know. You have a free Sunday in between. But yeah, come on, check us out, ecrleague.com, man. Put in your application. We'll probably be doing some orientations, looking at applications on Thursday. So get it on in, man. It's some good racing, and we need the drivers. We had 30-plus drivers at the beginning of the season. Now we're down to about, 15 a race on average. So, but, hey, it happens, man. Summer's here, numbers go down, and always looking, though.
Exactly. They are recruiting here for the Can-In series. So if you're interested interested in driving the K&N cars every other Sunday night, unless iRacing has a hiccup, and then we do the makeup race like kind of what we did last week. And unless Anthony decides to put up something else, and then we have to go back and re-put it back up. But that was just a mistake Anthony made. Everybody makes mistakes. Just every other Sunday night, the K&N Series races, and then every other Monday night is their truck series, which is broadcasted here on MaxSpeedTV as well. So, well, we are at a quarter of the way done, almost done here, coming to lap 51. Be a quarter of the way finished. Oh, caution!
Who do we have here? Oh, we got a car smoking. Ed Adams in the 46. Oh, no! Looked like him and Chuck Harrell were racing hard coming into 1 and 2.
And we're going to go back and take a look here, see exactly what happened.
I honestly think the 3 car came up into the 46. We didn't even see the 3. If you look where the 46 is sitting, the 3 was on the other side of the wall. He got thrown to the infield.
Oh, that 3 goes for a ride. Oh, man, over the top into the stands. Well, we're going to have to go back and take a look at that. And Ed Adams hits the inside wall hard. We're going to go take a look here again, and we're going to go a ride-along cockpit view with Chuck Harrell. This is going to be a little bit loud there for a moment, folks, as we ride along here with that number 3 machine to see exactly what was going on. These guys were racing pretty hard here, and we're just going to let this thing play through just to show you how hard of a hit it was. Oh, and he just goes flipping and over the top, over the fence. Oh, into the fence. Wow, what a ride Chuck Harrell took. And so we go back out here and ride along here with Ed Adams. We'll actually see kind of what happened here. I know I'm taking a couple of angles here on this. Not exactly, I'm not exactly sure what happened there. Oh, and Ed hits hard into the wall. Heavy damage on both of their machines.
Now, I know that you're not one for interviewing guys after they get involved in a wreck. So why don't I do it?
Sounds good to me.
Ed Adams, Anthony Fisher, and Joshua Medlock up in the booth. You got a copy, bud?
I got a copy.
Ed, man, that's a horrible wreck for you. We hate it that happened. I know you were sitting up there in the points in 3rd. So just take us through what happened there. First, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm good. Motor's broke, so it's going to be in pit lane for at least the next half an hour. You know, I was just on the outside, minding my time on all tires. I was going to be pitting within the next few laps and then go out there and throw some fast laps down and try to force a cycle. But, yeah, nothing I could do. I was just up there on the high side, minding my own business, and unfortunately Chuck just wasn't clear when he came across my nose.
So you were looking at about 30 laps on that run. Are you saying that a run is going to be about 30, 35 laps before these guys start pitting?
No, I think they'll probably stretch it here to about 45 or 50 and just try to do this in like 2 more stops. At least that's what my plan was, to stay around that 50 lap mark and then stretch it a little bit on the next run. So I would expect 45 or 50 laps.
Well, Ed, there is good news out of this, man. You might have the rest of the night off. That's one thing which maybe you wanted to raise. But the good news is Josh Mayu and Chuck Harrell cannot catch you in points. They are the 2 that is right behind you, and they are 21 points back. And they can't make that deficit up here with the short field that we have tonight. So keep your head high, man. We know you'll be back, and we know you're still gunning for that 2nd place in points.
Yeah, I'll take a little break here while they fix the car, and then I'll bring it back out. If it's not too bad, if I can maintain decent speed, we'll finish this one up.
There you go, man. That's the spirit. Ed Adams, that 46 car, taking it behind the wall for now. Josh, he was running so well too, man. He was up there in the top 5, and it just goes to show anything can happen at any given time. Your race can be over with a snap of that.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You know, and it's such close racing, even at Charlotte, you know, in the K&N cars. Even when you're out here and they'll say the skippies, you know, when you're side by side with somebody like that, you don't know, you know, if they're going to push up. You don't know their braking points. You don't know where their gas points are. You really don't know any of that. So, you know, things play out and may not be in your favor. Man, it's a tough break. I mean, I'm at a loss for words. I mean, they're going to be going back green here. Pace car is going to dive off. Bruce Ackerman's going to lead them back to the line here. Bruce Ackerman has led 52 laps. Green flag is back out. Nice restart by that number 92 machine. A great restart by everybody as well. And look who's found himself up here in the top 3. The number 4 of Rob Haynes. No, we hate it. We hate it for all these drivers out here who, you know, put in time to, you know, get the practice in. I mean, you give them so much time for practice, but yet when you get out here and you're racing, it changes. Because practice is practice, racing is racing. Side by side, the 0-2, Josh Mayu, Rob Haynes, a battle for 3rd. Rob Haynes, your biggest mover here in this race. And Rob started 13th, and he is up to 3rd. He's got his eyes set on the 67 of Michael Atkins here, looking to take over that 2nd position as they make their way into 1. Coming on to the back stretch, what's Rob Haynes going to do? Is he going to just stay behind the 67? It looks like he will, as the 67 of Michael Atkins drops it low to the white line. Pulls it up in front of that number 4 machine. Getting a little squirrely there. Nose to tail. Now goes in front of the 0-2. Oh, well, they're battling it hard right here. Josh Mayu now onto the inside of the 4. Oh, Josh having a little bit of an issue there. I'm not sure if he might have broke loose. Well, these 3 guys right here are making me nervous.
Josh, you ever get company during the middle of a broadcast, man? That's kind of what happened here. I'm trying to stay with you, but I'm trying to do 2 things at once.
Hey, I've had it before. You know, I've got dogs, too. You know, they like to put their 2 cents in every once in a while. I'm sure you've heard that many a times over here on my end. So, you know, but I love my babies. You know, I wouldn't give anything for them. They like to speak their opinion. That's what I call it, you know. Yeah, I've gotten company before during a broadcast. You know, as a broadcaster, and you get company, it's like, what do I do? You know. But Josh Mayu in the 0-2, 3rd place. Rob Haynes in 2nd. Michael Atkins now back to 4th. Matthew McCann in 5th. Bruce Ackerman. Man, Bruce on rails here. 59 laps led currently. Rob Haynes looking to lead his first laps of the race.
Jimmy Cooper, a guy that was only supposed to start and park because of his connection. His connection's looking good right now, staying in the green. Currently up to 7th place, guys. Jimmy Cooper, number 6. He's in the wrong number here tonight, but man, he's doing pretty good compared to what we expected of him tonight. This is the guy who just started racing this year too, Josh. Just started iRacing.
Oh, really? I know that, you know, Jimmy Cooper, well, I've got him in 6th here. might not have updated on your end yet, but I've got him in 6th. He is still having a little bit of blinking issues, but he is still out here. He's well aware of it, I'm sure. As everybody knows that Jimmy does have, you know, connectivity issues at times. So, of course, when Jimmy gets to where it's so bad, then, you know, Jimmy does give the respect needed. He either pulls it off the track, waits for it to clear up, or he goes to the back of the field. And, you know, but right now, Jimmy Cooper in the number 6, running in 6th, not really having any issues at all.
Well, looking pretty good, just keeping it clean, man. He's the type of driver that can keep his nose out of it, and he's still learning, man. This is his rookie year, and he's still learning. Which I don't know why he doesn't have an R next to his name. It should be. Oh, that's right, because we don't consider him a rookie in ECR because he was actually in our console series. He is the champion last year in console, and he decided to step it up, come on over to iRacing, and he's been really good competition, man. He is going to be one of them front-running guys here, not before too long, that's for sure.
You got that right. Jim Westerfield, the number 27 machine. 1 lap down. How did he end up a lap down?
Jim ended up getting into the wall, and he had 3 minutes of optional, so he tried to get as much as that as he could fixed while they were under the caution there during that last course. A little bit of inside information for you.
All right. Now we're going to go back up here a ways. Rob Haynes trying to run down the number 92, Bruce Ackerman. Josh Mayhew holding strong in 3rd. Oh, we have a caution. Jimmy, was it Jimmy Cooper? What? Oh, I have it as Jimmy.
Yep, Jimmy Cooper got into the wall in 1 and 2.
All right, well, we'll go back here and take a look at Jimmy Cooper in that number 6 machine. We was just talking about that number 6.
Yeah, he was in between 1 and 2 where his car got sideways and overcorrects it and puts it right into the wall. That's going to mess up a lot of internal parts, man. And he got it off the track as soon as he could because that thing was done. Very, very, very scary moment there for, who was that? Ralph Vandervorst coming out of 2. Almost got into him, man. Very scary moment.
And we're going to ride along here with the number 6 of Jimmy Cooper to give everybody a perspective again of how hard of a hit Jimmy Cooper took here. You know, this just puts it into perspective. Real life racing, this is, now this is what happens when you're dealing with cars like this. And as we see, there is Ralph Vandervorst there flying around. All right, back up live here. Coming down pit road.
Jimmy looks like he is done for the night.
Yeah, I hate that for Jimmy Cooper, as we all do. All right, well, let's see here. How about we interview somebody we hardly ever interview here? Jeremy Rubin, Joshua the Boots, got a copy.
Yes, sir, I sure do.
Well, Jeremy, man, we hardly ever get a chance to talk to you, so we're going to pull you up here and have a word with you, man. But how's your racing going out there in that number 42 machine?
Oh, God, it's embarrassing tonight. I don't know. I can't focus tonight or something, but I keep tapping that wall off before and screwed up at the start of the race, tried to turn my phone off and push my headset up and couldn't see and then hit somebody under caution pacing. Sure you saw that geniusness. But, you know, I don't know. Me and Charlotte just do not agree with each other.
Well, Charlotte Motor Speedway is one of those tracks. You got to be very careful. Now, you're on the lead lap here. You're currently running in 7th. You do got a little bit of right front damage. Is it affecting your steering any at all, or do you still have the steering needed to maybe pull out a top 5, top 3, and, well, I'm going to say maybe even pull out a win here?
A win? No. It'd have to be a major strategy call. Top 5, yeah, but I'm just looking to ride right now. I mean, every restart we get, I somehow go up and get tight, hit the wall, have to go fix damage again. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes, but should be guaranteed a top 10. So there's that.
All right. Well, Jeremy Rubin, man, well, nice to see you out here. Nice to actually get you up here in the booth and have a word with you, because, you know, a lot of drivers, and depending on if we have cautions, you know, it depends on if we can even get a chance to talk to people, really. But I wanted to get a word in with you, man. Hey, don't give up, man. You're currently running 7th. Still a whole lot of laps left to go, man. It's not over, bud.
Oh, yes, sir. Never give up.
All right. Well, good luck.
All right. Thanks, bud.
Nice to get somebody different up here in the booth.
That's right, that's right. Every caution, we try to talk to somebody, and you don't want to ask for too many cautions, but it is a nice chance to be able to talk to a few people.
Yes, it is, and let's see here. Looks like Chuck Carroll coming back out onto the track.
Yes, sir. 19 laps down. He can pick up that position over Ed Adams. And Jimmy Cooper disconnected as well, so he can pick up 2 more positions for a top 10. I seen that. He sees that. He's going to go for it. Josh, you got Bruce Ackerman about to take these guys for a restart coming down the backstretch. Rob Haynes on his outside with Michael Atkins and Josh Mayu behind them. Look at Ralph Vandervorst and Matthew McCann. 5th and 6th up there right with these guys, man. Could possibly get their best ECR finishes to date.
Yes, they sure can. And, you know, we're going to be going back green here, Anthony. I'm going to let you get them going, bud.
10-4. Here they go, getting them ready in that second gear. Pace cars off, and they're off. Bruce Ackerman taking off right now. He's got Michael Atkins to his inside. Michael Atkins to the inside of Rob Haynes. Got that bumper on him. If he can keep it there, he might take over that position, and then we will have a battle. Michael Atkins has had a fast car all night. There we go. Rob Haynes going to look to get it down as quickly as he can to take over that 3rd position. He's got Josh Mayu right on his rear. They're single file coming down the backstretch, hitting in turn 3, one by one. The top 4 there, all close. In the 5th place, don't forget him, Matthew McCann, right there with them, with Jeremy Rubin. We just talked to Jeremy. In 7th place, he's right there with these guys now. He has a great opportunity to pick up a few positions here. Ralph Vandervorst falling back a little bit. Didn't get quite the restart he wanted on that restart, but hey, good job nonetheless. Jim Westerfield back on the lead lap after being lapped down. That is your top 8, all the lead lap cars right now.
Another single file here for the most part. Well, I think it's about time we do a little bit of crank it up, shall we?
Crank it up!
track live up here, folks.
That top three's heating up right now. Rob Haynes, 0.3 behind the leader. Michael Atkins, 0.16. These guys all right there. Bruce is fighting hard right now, harder than he ever has during this race. This thing's about to heat up. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, yeah, it is. Bruce Ackerman, Michael Atkins, Rob Haynes. Boy, this top three is all nose to tail right here. One mistake by anybody up here. Well, one mistake by Bruce, and Michael Atkins can capitalize. A little bit of blocking going on there by Bruce. Michael looking to the inside of the 92 to take over the lead. Michael looking to lead his first laps of the race here. Can he make it stick? No. The number 92.
He got wiggly, Josh. Did you see that?
I did. I did. Bruce Ackerman now gaining a little bit of ground on Michael Atkins, but that put Rob Haynes and Michael Atkins there neck and neck. We're going to be going back here and check on Jeremy Rubin, who we interviewed earlier. Currently still running 5th. Matthew McCanny in 4th. Nobody around him.
Yeah, these top three far away right now. Matthew McCann 4th. About the distance he's behind the leaders is about the distance Jeremy Rubin is behind him. Same distance back, Josh Mayu. Ralph Vanderboer 7th place, and Jim Westerfield in 8th, with Chad Engel in 9th. Chuck Harrell moved up to 11th. A couple more laps, he's going to pass Jimmy Cooper for that top 10. So right now, man, the battle is this top three. Not much going else besides that, and that happens here with 14-car fields. Guys starting to have cautions and get taken out.
Yeah, and even when you have a big, say you had 34 to 48 or 34 to 43 cars out here, okay? I've seen big fields like that, and boy, it dwindles down so quickly. You'll start, say, with 43 cars, and by the end of the race, you may only have 15 or so left. And how many of those is on the lead lap? It depends on your cautions. Who's really fast and who can get around the track the quickest, who's saving, who's not. A lot of things play into a factor. Oh, Michael Atkins making a move on Bruce Ackerman, looking back to the inside for the lead. Can he make it stick? Oh,
he can't. It's so hard to pass right now. Bruce is running the high line better than anybody I've seen run it all night long. It's going to take a lot of pressure and a lot of skill to get by Bruce here tonight.
Either that or it's going to take a mistake by Bruce Ackerman. Bruce not looking like he's going to make any mistakes. And, I say that, and, I usually end up jinxing somebody, so I won't say it again. Don't want to make a mistake at all as the top three get around the 3 of Chuck Carroll. One more lap, Chuck Carroll will make the pass on Jimmy Cooper. That'll put Chuck Carroll in 10th, and Jimmy Cooper will go back to 11th. Now, Ed Adams can get back out here. He will. Oh! Michael Atkins! What happened to Michael? On pit road, looks like he slid it. We're going to come back and take a look and see here what happened to Michael Atkins. It looks like he was thinking about coming down pit road, and I guess he misjudged or something. Rob Haynes gets around him. And so we go back here and take a look at the 67 of Michael Atkins.
Yeah, he definitely got loose. I think he nabbed the apron there. That's going to hurt him a ton. That's unfortunate, because he's going to get a black flag too, you would think.
Yeah, he probably will. Unsafe pit entrance. As they came around the cone and into pit road. Oh, we was talking about mistakes. And that is one mistake you do not want to see happen, as Michael Atkins is on pit road.
another fast driver makes a mistake, guys. That's why it is always safe to say you never give up until it is over. Rob Haynes in second, Matthew McCann third, Josh Mayu fourth, Jeremy Rubin fifth. And guys, they haven't given up yet. Ralph Vandervoort sixth, Jim Westerfield seventh. These guys are sticking it out, probably getting finishes that would have been a lot worse if we had bigger fields and no cautions happening. You know, these guys are making bank right now with all these incidents and cautions happening. So feeling good about it. Right now, the top rookie is Matthew McCann in third place right now, only 4 seconds back from the leader. And your dog had something to say about that. He doesn't like that at all. The dog is not a Bruce Ackerman fan. He said, Rob, go get him. I speak dog language, so I know.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's my 10-year-old deciding to put in his 2 cents in. He's got a squeaky Bart. Not as loud as Pixie, other little one that I have, but yeah.
Well, Josh, when are you going to get me on one of your other broadcasts, man? I'd love to sit up here and, you know, just call races with you.
That wasn't Rusty. That was Freckles that actually did the barking. Well, Anthony, man, I don't know, man. I don't know whenever you're busy. It seems like when I'm needing somebody, you're working, and when I don't need anybody, you're racing. So, you know.
Hey, every Friday and Saturday night, man, that I'm off, like, it won't be next weekend, but the one after that, I'll be off. So, you know, if you need me, hit me up, man. Just let me know, you know, what you got going on. I'd love to join you.
Hey, man, I'd be welcome to it. I've actually, you know, we're actually in the process of getting more people, more broadcasters here on MaxSpeedTV. So, you know, we're opening up the broadcaster range, I should say. And, you know, one of our newcomers here to MaxSpeedTV that's joined the team is in chat here. For ECR here tonight. He's actually asked me to join him in TeamSpeak after the race, so we're going to be doing that probably later on. But, you know, yeah, I'd love to have you back in the booth with me, Anthony. You know, I was expecting you to race tonight. 90 laps down. You have enough time to get some laps in if you want.
I'm good. I'm having fun. I've drank far too many beers to get back on that track behind the wheel. I enjoy doing it, man. You guys got a fun job. Doing this broadcasting thing is a lot harder than most people think. See, you're the guy behind what they see and hear. I'm just the guy behind what they hear. I don't have to press any buttons. I'm just calling it like I see it. You have a much harder job than I have, man. So I got the fun part. I don't have to hit buttons. I can just sit here and talk and BS with you and have fun, man. And, you know, I would love to just have that job, really, and free of charge, obviously. No, you know, just doing it for fun, man. I love it. So hope you guys enjoy it. I hope that you guys, you know, are glued in and watching this race just as we are, man. It's fun times.
It is fun. It's
Jerry Medlock with his sarcastic comment. You see that one? Love it. Thanks, Jerry.
Yeah, that's
hey, man, I'll just hit the little red button.
That's my brother in chat here supporting me. He doesn't like you know, regular NASCAR, kind of like me. You know, I'll watch it, you know, if it's super speedway racing on TV. But when it comes to iRacing, I really enjoy watching the competitiveness, the outstanding talent that you see on iRacing. I mean, there's so many people out there that have talent that you see it, you know, from day to day. And really from week to week, pretty much, you know, broadcast, you meet a lot of people, you meet a lot of drivers, people learning the ropes. It's really interesting and definitely fun. Yes, definitely fun indeed. Now, he's kind of like me, like I said. He loves watching iRacing, but he doesn't like regular NASCAR, which I'm the same way. Unless it's super speedway racing. And then it's a different story. We're going to go back up front here. Rob Haynes now 1.0 seconds behind Bruce Ackerman. Bruce still in command, has led 95 laps. is going to be taking the line here to lead 96 laps. Chuck Carroll, the only driver that has led a lap other than Bruce. Rob Haynes looking to lead a lap, but boy, man, it's rough.
Chuck currently back in that top 10 too, man. He worked his way back into it, you know. Had some problems and was tossed over the infield wall and found himself in the pits. So got it fixed, came back out, and is hunting these drivers down one by one. You know, he's only 20 laps down, Josh. He's got a chance to win this thing.
Yeah, you do too with 96 laps. Like my brother was saying, you do too, Anthony. You get back out there. Yeah. We'd only need 96 cautions. Yeah, we don't want that many. We're going to go back and take a look at the caution count here tonight. We have had 3 cautions for only 10 laps. We have 102 laps to go. We've had 2 lead changes. That is all we have had here tonight. The 2 lead changes. Chuck Carroll in the number 3 has led a lap, and Bruce Ackerman has led 98 laps.
Jeremy Rubin just got out of the pits in that 42 car. He's back on the track, 1 lap down from pitting. So maybe that will force these guys. Maybe it won't, but you're probably going to see some pitting happening here shortly.
And we're going to have to keep an eye on the field. Ralph Vandervorst now in 5th. Josh Mayu in 4th. Jim Westerfield in 6th. Jim running the high line here. It looks like he has a little bit of right front damage, as we was talking about earlier. We're going to go cockpit view here with Jim Westerfield. Right along here with Jim. Kind of show you how Jim is running the track here tonight. Now, the tri-oval here at Charlotte is you got a little bit of a straight stretch up at the front, a little bit of straights going into the corner, but hitting those corners perfectly. There's a bump there into turn 1. If you hit that bump wrong, boy, it would have really upset the car as Jim comes onto the back stretch here at 173 miles an hour going into turns 3, and he'll be coming out of 4, 3, and 4 here in a minute. Jim running the high line here, and he may be doing a little bit of saving.
He's definitely lost a lot of top speed. If his top speed is only about 173, that's for sure. I'm going to tell you what, I'll get back to you, but Bruce Ackerman coming down the backstretch right now, and before he hits turn 3, he gets up to 181. So there's your speed differences right there.
Oh, wow. And Bruce Ackerman is going to be coming up on Jim Westerfield, and that'll put Jim a lap down. Jeremy both looking for a caution. Jeremy looking at it to get his lap back. Jim looking for it to not go a lap down.
Chad Engel coming out. He pits. Man, they're going to be coming up. Remember, we talked to Ed Adams earlier, said they're probably going to do up to 50 laps on this run. So these guys who have pit early are trying a different strategy. Everybody else is probably going to try to stretch it out as much as they can. That way they don't have to pit as many times as the other guys who have to pit early. So they're going to stretch it out as long as they can. They're coming up to about 30 laps on their run right now.
Ooh, that is a lot of laps, and I'm sure the tire fall off is horrible. We are over the halfway mark here for ECR Can-Am Series at Charlotte. The top 5 drivers now are on the lead lap. Jim Westerfield does go a lap down as Bruce and Rob Haynes both get around him. That'll put Matthew McCann back behind Jim Westerfield. Jim does have the lucky dog position. If a caution was to come out, Jim would be the lucky dog. So Jeremy and Jim both, Jeremy Rubin, Jim Westerfield, both of these gentlemen will be battling for the lucky dog position. They'll be battling for 6th and 7th as well.
And they are on their 36th lap of this run, Josh. When do you think they might come in here?
Well, I'm going to say probably within the next 15 or so laps. I'm sure the tire fall off is probably going to be playing more of a factor than the fuel. They may stretch it as long as they can. Now, Bruce Ackerman will come away, I'm sure, tonight with the most laps led. Nobody can beat him. It's been 106 laps already by Bruce, so he'll come away with the most laps led. Bonus points going to be coming for Bruce with, you know, the most laps led indeed. And if I'm not mistaken, he did grab the pole. Yes, he did, as we bring up his driver bar there. So, you know, grabbing the pole, bonus points. Leading the most laps, bonus point. There is no stages, so, you know, you don't get stage points. Can he come away with the win? Can he sweep it tonight?
No, he can't.
You don't think he can?
I mean, he can, but we don't. You know, as an owner of Dalton Tucker's car there, and me and my teammate, man, no, he can't.
I got a little bit of smack talking going up here in the broadcast booth.
Rob knows I love him, man. He's a good guy. He really is.
Oh, Bruce Ackerman, 108 now. Has led 108 laps to Rob Haynes in second. 2.466 seconds behind him. And now down to 2.3. Matthew McCann, 7.8 seconds back from the car in front of him. He's 10 seconds back from the leader. Josh Mayu, 11 seconds back from the leader. 1 second back from the 99 of, the 99 of Matthew McCann.
You know, Josh, a lot of people forget that you can race people all over the world here on iRacing. And fun fact here tonight, everybody in the field is from America except Rob Haynes, the only Canadian out there right now. Another fun fact, Jeremy Rubin, who was in the Army, has probably been to more places than anybody in the field. Bruce Ackerman getting into the wall. I don't know if you caught that one, but he hit it pretty darn hard. In turn one, lost a lot of speed. Rob Haynes coming on strong now after all that, man. I think he's got some damage.
Well, we're going to go back and take a look at that. I didn't catch it, so that's what replay's for, man. We're going to go back and take a look and see what happened to Bruce in the number 92. Actually going through the field when Bruce did that, so we're going to go take a look here, see what happened to Bruce. Now, that really cut the gap down between Rob and Bruce. Oh, yeah, he did hit it hard. Going into one, scraping the wall there.
Got to make it interesting for the viewers at home, man. We appreciate everybody watching right now. All 8 of you guys who are watching, share the link. Let people know you're watching it, man. Let's get some more people watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. You guys watch MaxSpeedTV, so you know what it's about.
Usually it's just me doing the Can-In series here in the booth, but, well, tonight it's me and Anthony. Anthony, of course, you will be joining me in the trucks. Let's see, not tomorrow night, but it'll be the next Monday back in the trucks with me, in the booth with me here on MaxSpeedTV. So you'll actually be pulling a double duty then. You're pulling a double duty tonight too, ain't you?
Yes, sir. Yeah, so every night I'm in the broadcast booth, I'm pulling a double duty. You know, just doing race control, watching the replays when they're under caution. I let you do the talking while I go back and actually communicate with these guys on track and figure out who was at fault, give the EOLs and all that. So there's a lot of work behind the scenes. And, man, we try to make it as good as possible for you guys watching at home. Make it enjoyable. You know, it's fun. We enjoy it, and it's a fun job.
It's very, 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 you know, interesting. You know, I don't think I could be an admin. It's hard enough being a broadcaster. There's a lot of, well, you know, I don't know, because you know, just calling to see what happens, you know, who's at fault with what, you know, and, you know, from what I see up here in the booth, now I call it like I see it, you know, as a broadcaster, you know.
And that's what you have to do as a race controller. You got to call it like you see it. You have to be behind your decision. Now, sometimes people are going to disagree with you. So if they disagree with you as a broadcaster, do you change the way you do it, or do you feel like you did something wrong, or do you stick by your guns, right? And most of the time, you take feedback and you learn from it, but as a race controller, you got to stick by your guns, man. And you know, you have to make those decisions. Now, you're not going to be everybody's best friend as a race controller. Definitely going to make some people who are enemies, and they may not like the calls that you make, but that's why it's such a tough job.
Oh yeah, and it is. It's a very tough job. You know, being you know, as being a broadcaster is just about the same way. You know, you've got to. You know, you're dealing with league owners, you know, and you being a league owner, I deal with you on a daily basis, you know, dealing with both the truck series and the K&N series. You know, I'm dealing with you talking back and forth, you know, seeing what needs to be done when it comes to points and, you know, how many laps is this right, the schedule correct, you know. So we have to deal with each other, and of course, behind the scenes, updating points for the overlays, making sure the overlays are correct. You know, all that plays into effect, you know, doing editing with pictures for the driver bars. And, you know, even though I don't run the driver bars on a daily basis when I'm broadcasting, as that's a lot of information that's being pulled and my processor doesn't like it, it's still there. You know, when I pull up the driver bars, we're on Matthew McCann here. Now, Matthew McCann's background is white. You can't see his name or anything. But there's a little picture there for everybody watching the stream here. A little picture of a guy there. If they send me their picture, I can actually put their picture in that spot or right there. And whenever I bring up the driver bar, it will pop up. So, you know, that's kind of something that we do here. I just don't run the driver bar because it will freeze. It freezes ATVO for some reason. I think it has something to do with my processor.
Did I send mine in to you?
I don't know if you did or not. You're not on the track, so I can't. Let's see here. Driver bar? No, you did not.
We can change that. Oh, okay.
No, you did not. I actually can just double click on your name.
You were supposed to get all that from Kurt Quist, and I don't think he ever sent everybody's into you, because he was getting everybody's pictures and he was going to send it to you there after he cut and, you know, copy, pasted and everything, and got it all ready for you. So I don't think he ever did it for you, man. So we might have to maybe 2019 plans there. Otherwise, Rob Haynes and Bruce Ackerman coming into pit lane right now. That's the action on the track. Lap 121 coming on to pit road.
Now, Ralph Vandervorst also on pit road in the number 66. That'll give Josh Mayu the lead.
Oh, the 4-car misses his pit stall.
No.
Has to pull the reverse.
Well, that is
he's
not.
He's going to lose time.
Now, he's going to lose some time there. Josh Mayu looking to lead a lap here. Josh will stay out. So Josh Mayu will lead his first lap here tonight. Expendable X, I just seen you had joined chat here. Glad to have you in chat. Now the top three: Josh Mayu, Matthew McCann, and Bruce Ackerman. Bruce Ackerman, the last driver on the lead lap. Rob Haynes is a lap down, but they have pitted. They pitted at the exact same time. Rob Haynes having a little mishap there on pit road, had to back up.
Josh Mayu, our current leader right now, soaking up as many laps as he can with them extra bonus points.
He has
an extra bonus point.
You get 1 point for leading a lap, right?
Yes, sir. 1 point for leading the lap. 1 point for leading the most laps.
How many points do you get for winning?
Well, you get 3.
Yeah, you
bonus
get,
points.
so you can come away with 5.
You can come away with a total of 45 if you win the race and lead the most laps.
Oh, okay. 45.
That means second place would have 39 if he didn't lead a lap. So you could get a 6 point, plus on the next guy behind you.
I don't think Anthony's in there. Oh, Chuck Harrell, the 3 into the wall. No caution.
He'll be all right, looks like. What were you saying about me?
Anthony still in the race with being 121 laps down?
Okay, that's irrelevant. That guy does not matter right now.
A little bit of comedy going up here in the broadcast booth and in chat here. Now, Rob Haynes did get his lap back the old-fashioned way. And that's what fresh tires will do. Josh Mayu having a moment there, and the tire fall off for Josh is 128 laps into it, 128 of 200. Josh Mayu has led 6 laps. Now, once Josh and Matthew pit, that'll give the lead back up to Bruce Ackerman. Bruce looking to the inside of the 66 of Ralph Vandervorst. We'll make the pass on him. That is not for position. Jim Westerfield is 1 lap down. Michael Atkins is 1 lap down. That is the 2 drivers that is 1 lap down at the current moment. Jeremy Rubin, Ralph Vandervorst is 2 laps down. Chad Engel is 10 laps down. Chuck Carroll having a little mishap there, going over the wall, getting into a wreck there. Chuck Carroll 21 laps down. And Ed Adams, 56 laps down currently, is currently in 11th place.
Man, I don't know who's going to win this race, because if a caution happened right now, it would definitely mess things up. You'd only have 4 guys in the lead lap. That's one thing. But, Bruce Ackerman, 11 seconds back right now. Josh Mayu has not pit yet, I don't think.
I don't think he has. Him or Matthew McCann. I am not sure exactly when the last time they pitted.
So what you're saying is Bruce Ackerman is 11.6 back, and he already pit.
Yes.
Now he's 10 seconds back. So he just picked up 1.6 seconds that last lap. So every lap that Josh and Matthew stay out, they're losing about 1.5 seconds.
And now down to 9 seconds, now down to 8.9 seconds. Josh Mayu, Matthew McCann. Now these 2 drivers right here, 1 and 2, I am sure they're banking on a caution. If they're still out here knowing that everybody behind them for the most part has pitted, they're banking on a yellow. And right now they're not getting it. And they're still staying out. Wow! Now Ackerman gaining, man. He is now down to 6.9 seconds over or behind Matthew McCann. 7.1 seconds behind the leader, Josh. Now I have a feeling, and I've seen this happen before, Anthony, and I'm sure you have too. If Bruce Ackerman catches Matthew and Josh both, and Bruce gets around them 2, Bruce is going to have older tires than Josh and Matthew, because Josh and Matthew will come down pit road. Is there going to be enough laps left for Josh and Matthew to catch Bruce, to regain that position and make the pass on Bruce to come away with the win? You know,
they'll all have to pit. You know, there's going to be another pitting cycle, possibly 2 pitting cycles. Some guys are going to pit 2 more times. Some guys are going to pit once. So we're going to see how that plays out.
Matthew McCann down pit road, giving up. He's not giving up. He just can't make it. It looks like he is he going sideways? It looked like he was a little sideways coming down pit road there. But Matthew McCann down pit road, getting the for Mr. Feel Good's full tank of gas. Now Josh Mayu elects to come down pit road. That'll give Bruce Ackerman the lead again.
Matthew McCann went 64 laps on that run, guys. So this is what that says. Matthew McCann will not pit again. He is going to the end. Now, Bruce Ackerman, on the other hand, Bruce Ackerman last pit on lap 122. He cannot go 78 laps on a run. He is going to have to pit again. So, Bruce is on the lead lap. Matthew McCann will most likely be lapped when he comes out of the pits, but Bruce has got to pit again. Josh and Matthew are not going to have to pit again.
Well, that is going to change things up. Jim Westerfield coming down pit road. Apparently Jim didn't pit, so Jim is going to be making his pit stop.
So, yeah, Bruce has got to pit, and Josh and Matthew don't. But here's the thing. Bruce was only 11 seconds back, Josh. Only 11 seconds back, and he had stayed out for so much longer. So we'll see if Josh and Matthew can make up time, because they have fresh tires now. So they'll be making up time as they're out there on the track.
Yes, they will, and we're going to ride along here with the number 99 machine of Matthew McCann on fresh tires.
You're going to see him roll up on Rob Haynes. Rob Haynes' last pit stop was on lap 122, now on lap 139, so there you have it. He's got quite a few laps on his tires, so Matthew should be able to catch Rob with not much of an issue.
We're going to be riding along here with, like I said, Matthew McCann, rookie here to the ECR K&N Series, and I believe Matthew is a rookie to ECR itself.
Yes,
so that is what the R, either name stand for, is a rookie. Scott Holler is another rookie. Michael Atkins, he's a rookie, but he doesn't act like one. And really, any of these drivers out here that are rookies don't act like a rookie.
That's right, and that's a good thing. You know, you get guys who are rookies, but they're no rookie to iRacing. They've been, you know, at it for a while. He's got a lot of competition under their belt. Only guy who's probably the reverse of all that is Jimmy Cooper. Jimmy Cooper's a rookie to iRacing, but he's not a rookie to ECR. That's why he doesn't have his R.
Okay, all right. Well, yeah, he did. Jimmy Cooper did come over from, what is it, the console era?
Yeah, technically he's a rookie.
Okay, he's a rookie to iRacing, but not ECR itself. Gotcha.
That's right.
Too confusing.
Oh, no, not really. We cleared it up.
All right, Matthew McCann has found the back bumper of that number 4 machine of Rob Haynes. Matthew McCann looking to the inside, going into 3. We're still a cockpit view here. And I believe Matthew McCann is full throttle.
That's right. Matthew's looking to get his lap back. That way, if a caution does come out, you know, it's not just Bruce and Rob on the lead lap. Because right now, Bruce and Rob are the only ones on the lead lap. A caution would suck right now. It would leave 3rd, 4th, and 5th a lap down. And these guys are just on different pit strategies. This is where this race gets interesting. You got a bunch of guys out here racing under different pit strategies. Different things can happen. So if this race stays green to the end, we will see a lot of guys finish on the lead lap versus what you're seeing right now. And you're also going to see guys pitting that didn't have to pit. Maybe they had stayed out. You know, so many strategies going on right now. As you see Josh Mayu get around Rob Haynes as well. That is not for position. Josh Mayu is following Matthew McCann. Him and Matthew are 1 lap down.
Now Rob Haynes in second, Matthew McCann in third, a lap down. Josh Mayu a lap down in fourth. They're trying to run down the number 92 of Bruce Ackerman. Ed Adams right ahead of Bruce. Ed Adams currently 57 laps down. A heavy damage on that 46 machine. He is still out here trucking after him, and Chuck got into it. Just unfortunate for both of them. Now they're guaranteed to finish the race. Hopefully neither one of them have engine damage because we know how that can play out. Get out here, you run every lap, and then at 5 laps left, the engine blows. I have seen that happen too.
And Matthew McCann is the first guy a lap down, trying to get to that leader, Bruce Ackerman, trying to get his lap back. And the difference right now is about a whole straightaway. When Bruce Ackerman goes into turn 3, Matthew McCann is coming off of turn 2. So they're about a straightaway separate right now. When Matthew gets to him, he will be back on the lead lap. And remember, Matthew does not have to pit. He can go to the end. Bruce Ackerman cannot.
Josh Mayu, I believe, since Josh and Matthew pitted, these two can make it, correct?
That's it, man. So Matthew could potentially win this race if this thing goes green to the end.
Josh Mayu looking to the outside of the number 99. Josh will go into third. These two following each other. Josh Mayu will be the lucky dog if a caution was to come out. Matthew McCann would have to stay out in order to get his lap back. But with the way the tires are wear down, the fuel, if a caution was to happen, I would expect everybody to come down for the tires. But then again, I could be wrong. M. Newworth, glad to have you in chat. Yeah, right now there is 2 drivers on the lead lap. The 2 that are on the lead lap, Bruce Ackerman and Rob Haynes, will have to pit again. And Bruce got a little loose there. Josh Mayu and Matthew McCann, 3 and 4 following each other, from what we can see. They do not have to pit again. They can make it.
Yeah, that's what I want to explain to Newworth, who's probably just now tuning in. 2 cars are on the lead lap, but you have multiple guys who are lap down who are on a different strategy. They don't have to pit again. These 2 cars that are on the lead lap do have to pit again. So you're not going to see these 2 lead lap cars, necessarily win the race. There's a strategy going on right now that a lot of you guys tuning in probably didn't see. The top 2 guys have to pit again. 3rd, 4th, maybe even 5th don't have to pit again.
Well, we are 3/4 of the way done with the race. We have been live here for only 1 hour and 55 minutes. Now, I suspected that this would go longer. They have kept it clean here for the most part. A little bit of incidents happened at the beginning, but they have really cleaned it up, even for, we started with 14 drivers, I'm including you because you did do a lap, so you technically started. 14 drivers. We went down to 13, Scott Holler and Jimmy Cooper calling it a night. Now we're down to 11. Now, the 11 drivers that are out there, 3 of them are 10 laps down or better. We've got a driver, Jeremy Rubin, in the 42, 4 laps down. Michael Atkins, 3 laps down. Jim Westerfield, 2. Ralph Vandervorst, 2. Now, I wouldn't count out Jeremy Rubin, Michael Atkins, Jim Westerfield, Ralph Vandervorst, Matthew McCann, Josh Mayu. I wouldn't count out none of these drivers to come away with the win. We still have... I wouldn't. I wouldn't. If we have cautions, not saying we are, but if they do come out, folks, it will change the game up quickly. Now, we're going to have some pit stops here, guaranteed. Rob Haynes, 6 seconds back behind Bruce Ackerman. Josh Mayu, Matthew McCann. Now Josh has got a little bit of a gap there on Matthew. 67.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Michael Adkins came around Matthew McCann extremely fast there. I'm not sure what happened to Matthew McCann. It looked like he was going to try to pit there coming out of turn 4. He got down low, got on the brakes hard, got down to speed, and tried to get on the apron. Just didn't get down to speed in time. So Matthew McCann lost a lot of time right there, and Michael Atkins got right around him. But that was not for position.
That was not for position. The 67 now to the inside of the 92 of Bruce Ackerman. Michael getting another lap back. Michael now down to 2 laps. So that will put Ralph, Jim, and Michael, Ralph Vandervorst, Jim Westerfield, and Michael Atkins 2 laps down.
Michael Atkins about to catch Bruce Ackerman here. Once he catches him, he's only going to be 1 lap down, so a caution definitely could help him out right here. But who knows, man? I'll look right now, see where Michael last pit. Let's check it out. Michael's last pit stop was lap 142. Michael does not have to pit again, so Michael's going to pass Bruce Ackerman, going to be 1 lap down, and has fresher tires, so it's only going to make up time. Bruce still has to pit here, guys. So does Rob Haynes. We have now Josh Mayu, Matthew McCann, Ralph Vandervorst, Jim Westerfield, and Michael Atkins, who should all make it to the end. This is going to be extremely interesting to see who pulls off the victory here tonight.
Well, I still have Michael Atkins, Michael Atkins, Jim Westerfield, and Ralph Vandervorst at 2 laps down.
After passing, did he pass Bruce?
He got around Bruce, but Michael was 3 laps down. So,
okay.
Yeah. So Ralph,
that's good.
Yep. Yeah. Well, I mean, the top 2 are still going to have to pit. So how quickly can they get in and out on pit road, and how quickly can Ralph, Jim, and Michael get around the track? You know, are they going to be 1 lap down, or are they going to be on the lead lap? You know, how long does it take to get in and out of pit road? Well, let's see here. 14, 15, 15, 14, 16, 18, 15. So you're looking at an average of about 16 to 18 seconds roughly on pit road. Roughly. And they're doing 29-second laps. 31-second laps on old tires. So they could probably only make it around once, maybe a lap and a half. Well, it's going to be close. A lap 161 of 200. Ron Connors in chat, one of our moderators here from MaxSpeedTV. How you doing there, Ron? Glad to have you in chat there, brother. Chad Engel coming down pit road. Bruce Ackerman coming down pit road. Here come the leaders. Well, there went Bruce. Rob going around the track again. Elected not to come down pit road just yet. Question is, when is Rob Haynes going to come down pit road? I don't believe Rob can make it.
I think Rob can... No, yeah, Rob's on the same strategy as Bruce. Bruce has to pit, so does Rob. So these guys, man, do you see how much time they've lost? Josh and Matthew are back on the lead lap. They don't have to pit again.
Nope.
I can't see Rob and Bruce pitting and then coming back around and passing Josh and Matthew. So this race right now, if you have my opinion, is between Josh Mayhew and Matthew McCann in 3rd and 4th.
Josh Mayhew currently running in 2nd. Matthew McCann in 3rd. Both of these gentlemen on the lead lap. Neither one of them has to pit. Rob Haynes coming down pit road. Josh Mayhew, Matthew McCann looking to get around the track as quickly as they can.
I don't know what Bruce Ackerman's doing. He is still out on the track right now and is the last car on the lead lap. I'm just not sure about that strategy, Josh.
He already pitted. He came down pit road. He pitted. Rob Haynes stayed out. Rob Haynes is now on pit road.
Oh, I must have missed that.
You did miss it.
So Bruce is 35. He's now 23. He went from 35 to 23 in 1 lap back from the leader. So he's only about 5-6 seconds back from Matthew McCann. Definitely going to catch him. I think with 35 laps to go, 35, 36 laps to go, he could possibly catch Matthew and Josh. Them guys are now on old tires looking to stretch it. This is going to be amazing.
Well, Rob Haynes back out on the track after pitting. Rob Haynes, Bruce Ackerman have made their pit stop. They can make it to the end. Josh Mayhew, Matthew McCann, 1 and 2. They have already made their final pit stop. We do believe they can make it to the end. Well, it's going to come down to, oh, man. Wow. With the top 4 on the lead lap, Ralph Vandervorst 1 lap down, Michael Atkins 1 lap down, Jim Westerfield 1 lap down. So these, the 5th, 6th, and 7th now are 1 lap down. These 3 are battling for the lucky dog if a caution was to come out. Right now, the 66th of Ralph Vandervorst has the lucky dog position. If a caution was to come out, he would get the lucky dog. That would put Michael and Jim. They would have to come in. I don't believe neither one of these gentlemen could make it. Michael may be able to. Nah, I don't think so. It'll be close. I'm sure of it. Well, back up front, though, we'll see Josh Mayhew in the 02, your leader. He is coming up on Jim Westerfield.
Somebody blew up. Somebody blew up, Josh. Chuck Harrell.
Oh, no.
This might cause a caution, guys.
Well, Chuck Carroll is slowly losing speed. He is on the track. He is coming around of turn 3 here. He is off the racing surface.
Bruce Ackerman only 3.7 back. He's probably going to pass these guys. So you're looking at, he's got about a 5-second lead over Rob Haynes. Bruce Ackerman most likely going to be your winner here tonight. But hey, there's a lot of racing left to go, folks.
Man, what a tough break for Chuck Carroll. Chuck Carroll did get it on pit road, and you did say he blew up.
Oh, yeah, that car's completely silent right now. It's just coasting.
Man, oh, man. Well, Chuck Carroll coming down pit road. Pulling it into his pit stall there. And, oh, man, well, back up front here. We're going to be on the number 92 machine of Bruce Ackerman. Bruce Ackerman trying to chase down Josh Mayhew. He will get around Matthew McCann. So now Bruce going into 2nd place. Bruce getting around the 27 of Jim Westerfield. Josh Mayhew going into 1 and 2 here. Bruce, a 2nd back.
Yeah, I can't even hate on the strategy right now between Josh and Matthew there, 1st and 3rd. These guys did whatever they could to try to get up front and make things happen. They did a great strategy call. I would have done the same thing if I was in their place. We had 2 different races going on. They're probably still going to end up, you know, with the top 5. So there goes Bruce Ackerman, I believe, for the lead there. Lap 171, Bruce Ackerman now takes over the lead over Josh Mayhew. So Josh Mayhew 2nd, Matthew 3rd, Rob Haynes in 4th. Rob Haynes is probably going to catch Josh and Matthew, and Rob Haynes will be 2nd place. So Josh and Matthew could potentially end up 3rd and 4th. That's great finishes for these guys.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You know, for a rookie to ECR, Matthew McCann, and, of course, Josh Mayhew being one of the drivers out here that races every week. basic, you know,
points.
yeah, you know,
points.
is 4th in points, up a spot from last week at the makeup race, 21 back behind Ed Adams. Now Ed back here running in 11th. He's still going to have a solid finish. You know, top 15 for Ed. And I'm not sure how close that's going to put Josh and Ed. Josh Mayu did lead 20 laps, but Ed Adams did not lead a lap. So they're, you know, that's going to cut into the point at least by 1.
Yeah, Josh had a 3-point lead over Chuck Harrell. He's gained 7 positions over him tonight if he finishes where I think he's going to finish, plus the lap led. So definitely increased his lead over Chuck Harrell in the points. So Josh Mayhew's in 4th, Chuck Harrell's in 5th. These guys are both going to gain in points tonight. No, they're not going to pass Ed Adams. Ed Adams is safe in 3rd, I believe, even after him blowing the motor earlier tonight. But the gap is definitely going to close between 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Now, Rob Haynes is going to take over the points lead over Dalton Tucker. So Dalton's going to be coming back and racing really hard. These next couple races in K&N are going to be exciting, folks.
Yeah, they are. Rob Haynes getting around Josh Mayu. Rob goes back into 2nd. Well, we're going to be on a lap 175 here. 26 laps to go. 26 laps left here for the UCR K&N Series at Charlotte. And what a race it has been. We go back and take a look at the cautions here. Just 3 cautions here so far. And right now we're looking at about 3 cautions is what we're going to have as the number 92 and the 67 go side by side. 26 laps to go. Make it 25 now, so we only have 25 laps left. We've had 7 lead changes here by 4 different leaders.
And for everybody who forgot at home, the 3 cautions that we did have were mostly all single car spins except for 1. The number 2, Chad Engel, was a single car spin. He was the first caution. Then Chuck Harrell came up into the 46 of Ed Adams, put him into the wall, and then got thrown over the inside wall. That was an awesome replay there to watch. So Chuck Harrell was the 2nd caution, and Jimmy Cooper, who lost it as well through one of the turns there, got into the wall hard, destroyed his car, was the 3rd caution. So 2 out of 3 cautions was all self-spins.
Well, here's something interesting. Rob Haynes, 2.3 seconds, now 2.2 seconds back behind Bruce Ackerman. All right. We have
gaining on him.
We have 20. Oh yeah, we got 23. About 23 laps left. 22 laps left to go. Can Rob Haynes come away back to back?
Oh, if he keeps gaining on him like he gained that last lap, Josh, he gained 0.3 on that last one, didn't he? 0.2, 0.3?
I believe it was like 0.3, yeah.
Yeah, if he keeps doing that, man, let's see. 2.2 that last lap. As they cross the line, he's 1.86. So not quite 0.2 that lap, but every lap he is gaining on him. That number's shrinking. Rob Haynes on his way. Let's ride along with Rob Haynes, can we? As we sit here on these final laps, him trying to track down the leader right now. Only 1.8 seconds back. Bruce got to cross the line into lap 180, folks.
All right, we're going to be riding along here with the number 4 of Rob Haynes. Rob looking to make it back-to-back here for the K&N Series. He's got to catch up to Bruce. Bruce, 1.5, well now 1.3 seconds ahead of Rob. And as they make their way into 3.
3/10, Josh. He gained 3/10 that last round.
Now Rob is gaining on Bruce Ackerman. Bruce Ackerman has led 155 laps, about to make it 156 laps as they cross the line there. Well, Rob Haynes.
Oh my God.
Rob Haynes is
0.5 to 0.6, Josh.
Yeah, Rob Haynes has caught Bruce Ackerman. He's there.
He's gonna get him, man. You're gonna see some wild racing here in a minute, boys.
20 to go.
Better get get a nice split view of these guys, man, because it's about to go down.
All right, still riding along here with the 4. 0.3 of a second behind Bruce Ackerman. Rob Haynes trying to give Bruce Ackerman a lot of pressure. Bruce, 158 laps led in the books here. Rob to the high side. As we go out of cockpit view here to get a good bumper-to-bumper shot. Rob Haynes on the back bumper of the 92. Oh!
Well, Vincent in chat, Vincent said just tuned in with the 67 be driven by one Ben Atkins. Actually, it's Michael Atkins drives the 67 on a regular basis.
Rob Haynes to the lead after giving the all bumper to the 92 of Bruce Ackerman, getting him loose. And
Bruce, hey, Bruce can get him. You think he's going to touch his bumper? Oh, you bet he will.
Bruce is, I am sure, going to, oh, man.
15 laps left, guys. 15 laps left. Rob last pit on lap 164. Bruce last pit on lap 162. So we're talking about a 2-lap difference here, folks. There's not much of a difference, but this is the difference you're seeing is how good these guys have been able to manage their tires. Josh, what did we have about a conversation early on in the race? Remember what we talked about? Wasn't it about tires?
Tires. Chad Engel going across the grass. Not to change the subject, but Rip Cone, because he hit the cone, so Cone DED. Yeah, tires. Tires, that's key. It's tires.
Yeah, we had a conversation about tires and how fast you could be on the beginning of a run, but the end of the run would be what it was about. And here we are on lap 186 going into 187. These guys battling for the lead. It's all about tires, folks. Can you manage your rubbers? And now Rob has done a great job at the long run tonight, just taking care of his tires. Now, Bruce has not lost the lead many times here tonight. And here we go, Rob finally, at the end of a race, taking over. This is not something we've seen earlier in the race. We thought Rob would be a second-place car as Bruce gets a little bit loose coming out of turn 4 there as they cross into lap 188. 12 to go, folks.
I've got 13 to go.
You're right. My bad. My math is so off. Maybe I'm speaking from the future.
We math it the way we want to math it. Okay?
Oh, Bruce is loose! He's through the grass, guys! Oh my God, he just lost it. He's getting back into it. Coming through the tri-oval, back on the track, loses it. Rob has nothing left to lose, man. He's got this in the bag as long as he keeps it together. Josh Mayu just loved that right there. Him and Matthew, 14 and 17 seconds behind. They needed something to happen there.
Well, they are going to gain a lot of time on Bruce Ackerman. Bruce Ackerman is now 5.2 seconds back behind Rob Haynes. Josh Mayu is 9.8 seconds now behind Bruce. So little mistakes like that, well, that's what happens. You lose time. And right now, Rob Haynes is just in cruise mode as he has got a 5.4 second lead over Bruce Ackerman. But what a race Bruce put on a clinic here tonight. 159 laps he put under his belt led. Bruce Ackerman will come away with the most laps led here at Charlotte tonight.
Well, the most important thing is that win. And let me tell you something, Josh, your brother's got a dirty mind. In chat, He's laughing his ass off. He said, can you manage your rubbers? That did not sound right at all, Anthony. And he's laughing in chat. Hey, Jeremy, get your mind out the gutter, man. We don't wear condoms on our tires. Those things would burn off when we peel out of pit road.
All right.
Having a little fun up in the booth tonight.
Trying to keep it PG up here.
Oh, it's PG-13.
Oh, man, you guys are crazy.
That's your brother, man. You can't blame me. That's your brother.
I know it. I know. I didn't even see it. I didn't even see it in chat. I'm sitting here watching, or you know, Rob Haynes just in cruise mode. 9 laps to go. Now 8 as he crossed the line. You know, he's got 32 more turns. 4/8 is 32. Yeah, I think I can. Yeah, 4/8 is 32. So yeah, 32 more turns for Rob Haynes, and he will grab the victory here tonight. But if Rob Haynes makes a mistake, Bruce Ackerman, 6.6 seconds behind, he'll capitalize. He'll close the gap on Rob. So I still won't count out Bruce.
Oh, man, he's 6.4 that last time by, 6.8 this time by. Lost about 4/10 that round there, guys. Rob Haynes is looking to win this thing. He just gained 4/10 that last round. He is so strong right now. I'm just not sure Bruce has what it takes to get by him, but he's good for second as he has no chance of Josh or Matthew catching him.
10.6 seconds, 10.8 seconds back behind Bruce Ackerman, the 0-2 of Josh Mayu. 5.1 seconds back behind Josh is Matthew McCann. And Michael Atkin is currently in the top 5 in 5th. 2 laps down for that number 67. Now, Michael did not lead a lap here tonight. Chuck Carroll led 1 lap. Rob Haynes led 14. Josh Mayu has led 20. And Bruce Ackerman, of course, has led 159 laps. Excuse me, I said 158, but it is 159.
Rob Haynes went from 6.8 ahead to 7.1 to 7.5. Those are the last 3 laps intervals. Rob Haynes is on a tear, man. He wants this championship so bad, and Rob knows there's no chase in the K&N series. You have got to run hard. This is the time of the season where things start to heat up. Every race, every lap, every point counts. Rob Haynes, your leader right now, looking to take over the points lead in the ECR K&N series, folks.
Rob Haynes, 4 laps to go for the number 4 Kodak. Rob Haynes has won 6 races this season.
Oh, he's going for 7.
He is going for number 7. 3 to go. 3 laps to go.
Guys, there's 3 laps left, and he might even break the record. I think 9 was the record set. I have 9 wins in a season. I think that John Schweikart had 9 wins in the season. And then Rob Haynes, man, he's got a perfect opportunity here to go and break it and get 10.
Man, Rob Haynes is a heck of a driver. Plays the strategy correctly. Gives the front bumper there to Bruce Ackerman to get that car upset. 2 to go. 8 turns left for the number 4.
I think it's safe to say Rob is going to win this thing, man. You know, we usually do top 3 interviews, Josh, but can we do 4th? Can we get Matthew in there as well, man? Because, you know, these 4 guys on the lead lap, they had such great strategy, man. I can't believe it.
Oh, yeah, we'll do top 4 as Rob Haynes crossed the line. 1 to go. 8 turns. 4 turns for Rob Haynes. Rob looking to come away with his 7th win of the season. He has won 3 in a row. He has won Las Vegas, Atlanta, and Darlington. That was 3 in a row for Rob Haynes. And then he won every other one after that. Rob Haynes, the winner last week at Richmond 200. Rob does it again tonight. The winner, ECR K&N Series at Charlotte.
And the fireworks go off in the backstretch, folks. Some Charlotte fireworks. Beautiful thing, beautiful thing.
Wow, what a racing, what a strategy these guys played out, but what a run and a clinic that was put on here tonight by the top. Well, really, really everybody put on a show here. But the top four, man, Bruce Ackerman, Rob Haynes, Josh May, and Matthew McCann, man, just different strategies by those four. Rob and Bruce kind of had the same strategy there going on, and Josh and Matthew had a same strategy going on as well. As we go down here on that number 4 and watch him burn them up. We'll be right back here, folks, for the MaxSpeedTV post-race show here with the top 4. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back. Alrighty, folks, back live here. We're going to actually enter the top 4 here, and I have caught up with the number 99 machine of Matthew McCann, also known as in Discord here, Matt McCant. Matt, I don't know what in the world you have your last name like that for, but okay, whatever. Just giving you a hard time, Matt, but hey, man, what a run and a strategy you had here tonight. I don't know your strategy, neither does the viewers. So I'm going to turn the mic over to you. Kind of explain what was going through your mind during these 200 laps, and what was your idea, hopefully, to bring it home into victory lane, but hey, a top 5 nevertheless.
Yeah, didn't work out too great, but finished up on lead lap. Was hoping for a late caution or just Bruce and Rob were too fast. Caught up real quick to me and Josh, and didn't work out quite like we planned, but still got top 5.
Well, you and Josh May, you're kind of pitted at the, the first, the lap you guys pitted at the exact same time on you. We knew y'all could make it to the end. We knew that. You knew that Bruce and Rob had to pit. Did you know that they were going to be much faster going into the longer run with the tire wear and how that was going to play out, or was you hoping they would wear out their tires before they caught you?
I was hoping they'd wear them out before they got to us, but they were just too fast. Tried the best we could, so can't argue with 4th place.
You cannot argue with that at all, and I'm sure Anthony has some questions for you. Anthony, man, mic's yours, bud.
Man, the new points leader, Rob Haynes. What a victory, man. 7 wins now. I don't even know what to say. Like, you had such a victory. so many times we've talked to you here, 7 times, obviously, dominating the field, man. Does it feel like you're dominating the field over these past wins? Because the points don't show it. When you didn't win, obviously you didn't get the finishes that you wanted, and it's making it a much closer race than it probably should be. But now you have a 37-point lead over Dalton Tucker, who failed to show tonight. So that is going to be hard for him to make up tonight, man. Your thoughts on tonight's race and having a 37-point lead with 7 wins, bud?
Yeah, I don't mean to stomp on Matt. They're freaking great race, guys. I don't know, Anthony. I'm going to narrow it down to luck, man. If you look at my points, at my laps led, it's always, under 10 or 12. It's always at the end of the race. I don't know. It's just something's coming together this year in these cars, and things are clicking, man, and I'm enjoying it. I wish we could have some bigger fields. Hey, everybody does. But these guys that we're racing with here tonight with ECR, they're awesome guys, man. They're good racers. They're all fast. And, we all run into a bit of trouble here and there. I think I tagged the wall once, maybe twice, and it's man, I'm going to put it down to luck, Anthony, and just some a couple of good pit stops and 7 wins. I'm excited, man.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, I pulled a little bit of a dummy move there. I was down in Victory Lane with Rob. We were celebrating so hard. When you gave me the mic, there was nothing I could do but talk to Rob there, man. So that was my apologies. We were celebrating so hard. Even though you're not on my team, it's fun to see somebody have so much fun here and show up and give it all to the man. I mean, you did a great job tonight. But Matthew, you did a great job too. You gained a point or gained 1 position. Now you're now in the top 10 in the points, Matthew. So what does that mean to be in the top 10? You're only 4 points behind Bruce, somebody who led the most laps here tonight. You have positions that you could still gain in the points, so it's never over till it's over. 21 races in the season. We're only 12 by, so plenty of races to go, man. How do you feel after tonight's race?
Feel good. Just wish I didn't miss the Richmond race. They hurt me in points a lot, but looking forward to the next few weeks and try to gain as many as I can.
Now, what was the strategy starting there early on, Matthew? Because, you started when you qualified, man, you didn't have the qualifying that you thought you were going to have, right?
No, I messed up on my second lap, so I just took it and decided I was just going to try to play it out, see how the field stacked up, and realized I had a pretty decent car, so just waited to see how it played out. And that last caution there kind of made me wonder, go for the 1 stop or stick with Rob and Bruce for the 2 stop, but it worked out somewhat.
So, Matthew, the next couple of races, man, Dover, Michigan, Pocono, Daytona, Sonoma, those are just some of the next few races coming up. Do you feel like you got a chance to win any of those?
I don't know about winning, but I feel like I can get more top 5s. I feel like I'm still missing a little bit here and there to compete for wins, but another race like tonight with fuel mileage, you never know.
There it is, Josh. That's Matthew McCann, guys. I said Matthew McCann, sorry. I'm reading your name in Discord. We got to fix that, but we have too much fun over here. That's Matthew McCann. He can, all right?
Yeah.
Going to Dover there next week, Josh. It's all yours.
All right, Matt, man. Hey, man, what a strong run, bud. I don't know what Anthony was thinking there. He kind of jumped the gun a little bit, celebrating just a little bit too hard. But, Matt, solid run for you tonight. I know you've got shout-outs, things you want to give, but we're going to let you go. But Mike's yours, man.
I ain't really got much to say. I know my brother's watching that, so I appreciate that. And got to thank Superflow, they sponsored the car tonight, and thank Josh Mayu and Jim Westerfield for giving me this ride. And can't wait to race again next week.
All right, Matt. Well, we will see you at Dover, the Monster Mile, next week, bud. Or, well, in 2 weeks, actually. That's going to be a fantastic race. Another 200 laps there. And we will see you, man, the next in 2 weeks at Dover. But go celebrate 4th here tonight, bud.
I will. Y'all have a good one.
You too. All right. Well, that will bring us up to Josh Mayu in
third.
Let me find his thing. There it is. Josh Mayu into that third position here. Josh, same strategy really for you. You and Matt just pretty much had the same thing going, but we want to hear it from you in that O2 machine.
Yeah, man, same strategy. We were running. I had a great short run car, and kind of screwed up. I tried to save tires that one run, falling back, and it kind of screwed me up. But then we were like, how about we just try to stay out, only pit once, see what happens. So we did it, and then them guys too fast. Not enough cars in the field, something. I don't know. It just didn't work out great. But all in all, third place is great.
Well, Josh, you will come away with 20 laps led. You actually tie Rob Haynes with 20 laps. So, you're going to get some bonus points for that. You're going to get some points for finishing, in third. Passing people and, how all that plays out. I don't know how all that plays out. That's what Anthony's for. But what was key here tonight? You had 3 cautions, so, it wasn't really the cautions play a factor. But what was the key? Tires or fuel?
Well, in fuel, we had the right strategy if we had enough tires on the car, but I just either burnt the tires up real fast, or they were just really good at saving tires, Bruce and Rob. I had a great short run car. The long run, I couldn't do nothing. So I would say tires.
Say tires. All right. Well, Josh, you got Dover coming up in 2 weeks. The Monster Mile for 200 laps, bud. What do you like? What do you like and dislike about Dover?
Dover's all right. It treats me pretty good in the other series. These K&N cars is not my cup of tea. For some reason, I don't know what it is with them, but we'll do our best. I think top 5, hopefully.
All right. Well, we're going to give the mic over to Anthony. I'm sure Anthony has some questions for you. Anthony. Josh Mayu.
Sitting in 4th in points, bud. You haven't missed a race so far. There's only 4 guys in the field who can say that. You're one of them. All right. There's only 3 of them, 2 of them 4 who have a win. Okay. You have 4 top 5s and a top 10 with no wins yet. Do you feel like any of the next few races that you might have a chance of maybe getting a win here tonight and catching Ed Adams in the points?
Man, I'd like to say yeah, but the wins just hasn't came yet. But we're gonna try our hardest. Hopefully, maybe we're going to Daytona soon, right? That might be a shot there.
That's right. In about 3 weeks, you guys will be headed to Daytona. You're only 12 points behind Ed Adams. 12 points, Josh. Do you think that's something that maybe you could at least set a goal on? Because, once you reach Ed Adams, guess who's 30? Let's see what it says here. You're 12 points behind Ed Adams. All right. When you reach Ed Adams, you're only another point behind Dalton. So you could potentially be second in points.
Yeah, for sure. I'm just going to be consistent and top 5 them to death.
There you go, man. And Daytona comes, anybody's got a chance, right? Just don't Ricky Stenhouse them.
Hey, you never know.
Great job, Josh.
All right. Well, Josh, man, we're not gonna keep you here. We're not going to keep you here, man. We're going to let you go celebrate 3rd place here tonight, man. But I know you got some shout-outs and thanks to give, man. Mike's yours.
Yeah, man, I want to thank you, MaxSpeedTV, Anthony for putting on this show every week, my team owner, Jim Westerfield, teammates Matthew McCann, Wolfpack Motorsports. We're going to try to win this thing at the end of the year. And all the ECR drivers. Hope everybody wants to come out every week and join the fun. We need some more members.
All right. Well, you heard it from the O2 machine. Josh Mayu. They're recruiting here for the ECR K&N Series. Josh, man, go celebrate 3rd here tonight. We'll see you in 2 weeks at Dover, bud.
Yes, sir.
Right. Well, that'll bring us to our 2nd place finisher here, Bruce Ackerman. Now, before we get into it, Bruce, we're actually going to go back and look at some things here. Looking at the schedule here, now going back to March 25th, 2018 of this year, you grabbed the pole. Who won? Do you remember who won that race?
I do not.
Okay, Rob Haynes won that race. All right? Okay, now, keep going. July 8th, which was the makeup race for Richmond, we actually did 240, 230 laps, something like that. Anyway, Bruce Ackerman grabs the pole. Who won that race?
That'd be Rob.
Rob Haynes. Okay, now I'm seeing a tradition here. You grab the pole here tonight, and Rob Haynes wins. Something's going on here, Bruce. Okay, well, a little bit of comedy there, because, man, it seems like when you get the pole, Rob wins. So, first and foremost, are you going to be able to change that around?
I mean, maybe. It's just tough. I mean, these guys are very, very good competitors, and, you know, no matter if you start in the back like Rob did or you start up front, I mean, Rob and I always seem to encounter each other on the racetrack, and we always race each other really hard and very competitively. You know, it's one of those things, you know. All we can do is just give it all she got, and that's what I did tonight.
Well, we're going to actually get into that. And of course, you're going to come away here tonight, Bruce, with 159 laps led. So you will get the most laps led here tonight. Now, we're going to get to the strategies that we're playing out here as well between you and Rob, and of course the other two drivers as well, because you and Rob had a different strategy, and Josh and Matthew had a strategy. What was your strategy different compared to Rob's, which was compared to Josh and Matthew's?
So my original strategy was pit every 50 laps, make 3 pit stops the whole race, take it to the end. The cautions at the beginning kind of screwed it up. So I just made the call. I was going to pit on lap 20 and pit again on lap 160. That way I could still run fast laps and still be consistent. Rob wasn't in on that. I think he was just following the leader at that point because he knew that's what was going to win him the race. You know, if he did anything opposite of what I did, it probably would have costed him even more. Probably the race. So I think he was just following the leader. I was just 120, 160. I knew taking it to the very end of that fuel run, pitting when Josh and McCann did, you're going to have 60 laps on those tires, and it's just not going to work out. So, that's why I made that call, and I ended up passing them very quickly, ended up catching them and passing them. I was so conservative on my tires that after about 20 laps of them pitting, they were still behind me because they couldn't pass. So, keeping the tires underneath the car, kept them behind me and was able for me to get out of the pits with new tires and only be 8 seconds behind them, catching them within 10, 12 laps.
Okay, now that's a little strategy going on there. Now, you pit, Rob stays out, Rob pit. All right, now Rob, very quick on those fresh tires. He catches you in, 10 laps or less, something like that?
Nah, it was probably like 25, 30.
Yeah, it was up.
Okay, somewhere. Anyway, it was he caught you. Okay, now he catches you, and he's right behind you. You're first, he's second. What was going through your mind when Rob Haynes wasn't backing off?
Well, I told him in Discord I wasn't letting him by. And unfortunately for me, I got really loose off of 4. He tapped me a little bit and it allowed him to get underneath me. Once he passed me, I knew that was pretty much it, but I pretty much pushed the limits and, lost it off of 4, slid through the grass and just kept going.
Now, was your tires gone after he got around you or before that? I mean, how bad were your tires?
They weren't. My tires weren't bad at all. They got really bad after I slid off of 4. The issue is I had damage on the right front of the car, and I think that caught up to me speed wise. I stayed consistent a little while after the damage, but that long run, just he was able to catch me and pass me because of that damage slowing me down.
Well, Bruce, man, going to come away with the most laps led here tonight. Going to be finishing in that second spot Well, you got Dover in 2 weeks, the Monster Mile. Tell me about Dover. Do you like the way Dover races in the K&N cars?
Oh, absolutely. It's actually my second favorite track. Charlotte's my favorite. Dover, I'm, very dominant driver there, and I hope I am again. I don't think I'm going to qualify this time. Maybe qualify in the back, see if that changes anything. But yeah, I mean, love the way the track races. You definitely got to be on throttle at the right time, or you're going to slam the outside wall coming off a 2. But, I love hooking that white line and really driving off the corner.
All right, Anthony, do you have anything for Bruce?
I got congratulations on your best finish in the K&N series, man. A second place finish. I was just looking, man. You're past 4 races. Martinsville was the past 5 races. You got 18th there. We didn't want to talk about that, but Talladega, you finished 3rd. Auto Club was 4th. Richmond 5th. Second place here tonight. Best finish of the year. So you're obviously starting to figure it out, man. So close to getting your first win of the year. What would you change, if anything, about tonight in order to get that win?
Stay focused longer and not hit the wall going into 1 and getting the actual damage. That's what I would change.
Yeah, we did see that, man. I saw that. I said, man, that's definitely going to cost them. These K&N cars are so strong, and they know they're a lot stronger than them Cup cars. You could take a licking and keep on ticking. But, man, when you got somebody like Rob who doesn't hit them corners, doesn't hit the walls, it is hard, man. And so I knew that there was going to be a battle coming up. Now, what would you have changed, if anything, when Rob got to you? Could you have maybe blocked him a little better or made it harder on him, or was he just too far gone?
I mean, I was definitely going to block him. I was definitely going to take away his line, make him try to pass me on the outside. But like I said, when he got to me, that's exactly what I did. But I got loose coming off of 4, had to walk it up the track, and he was just already in the gas. And once he got that nose under me, I'm not going to wreck him. We respect each other way too much. So, I'm just going to race him hard and hopefully come out as a victor one of these days.
Well, Bruce, man, congratulations on your second place finish. You gained 2 places in the points here tonight. You're now 9th in the points. You got 4 poles. That's more than anybody in the field. You got 4 top 5s and 6 top 10s. There's only 3 times you have not finished in the top 10, so you're very consistent. We know you can get it done, man. I wish best luck to you here in the rest of the season in the K&N. Is there anybody you would like to thank or shout out to here before we head on to Victory Lane?
Absolutely. Joshua up here, MaxSpeedTV, you guys do a great job. Love the broadcast. You, Anthony, everything you do for the league. My competitors, Rob, we're out here running clean. We're running fast. We're having a lot of fun. And, I mean, that's what it all comes down to. It's what we do this for. We go out and we have a lot of fun. And I feel like Rob and I, we have a lot of respect for each other. And anytime we're racing each other, it's fun. And I like that.
Bruce, man, congratulations, second here tonight, man. Go celebrate second. 2 weeks you've got Dover. We're not going to keep you any longer, Bruce, man. Go celebrate, bud.
And 4.
Nice job, Bruce.
All right, well, that'll bring us to our winner here tonight. Back-to-back 7th. His 7th win on the season. Anthony giving him a hard time like he always does. Rob Haynes. Now, Rob, I'm going to have to just start keeping you up here in the booth with me.
Yeah, man, reserve a spot. There's always going to be a seat, man. I need a seat.
Well, Rob, tell me about your racing down there. 3 cautions at the beginning of the race. Did that kind of play into your strategy going into tonight?
No, man, as I told you when you interviewed me in the I don't know what lap I was, but back early in the race, no, I was just, man, I was looking for a good finish. I knew with Dalton not showing that all I needed to do was put something in the top 10, and I'd have a good night. I didn't come out of here with the points lead. So, man, I don't. Bruce, he was talking a little bit on the track when we were going around. I heard that he hit the wall a couple times, and man, at the end there, I can't believe I made up the time that I did on him, and it was all due to the little bit of damage he had on his car there. So, man, just a little bit of luck again comes forward. Michael Atkins again, he spun coming off 4. I was right behind him. We were 1, 2, 3, and he spun coming off 4, and that kind of put him back into the pack, and I guess maybe ended his race a little bit early. But man, just things are coming together, Josh. I'm excited, man.
Well, we're going to go back and look at the schedule here. You won March 11th, March 25th, and April 8th. You won 3 in a row right there. Now, the next week, you know, Dalton Tucker at Bristol, he grabbed the pole and won, but you come back May the 6th, Ralph grabs the pole, you win there. May the 20th, Michael grabs the pole. Ed Adams picks up his first win of the season. And it seems like every other week you're winning because you won at Talladega. Bruce Ackerman grabbed the pole at Auto Club. Michael Atkins won there. Now, Richmond, you won at Richmond last week, the makeup race. And then you win here. So you've got back-to-back wins here. You've already got back-to-back this season. This makes your 7th win overall. What are you doing to get these wins, man? I mean, it's just I don't know. I want to hear from you. I mean, what's your strategies?
I'm not passing United States regulations, Josh.
Yeah, I guess, hey, man, I don't know. I'm having fun. Things are clicking in life, too. And, you know, when you come in, I got you know, it's a lot about, can be a lot about attitude too. And like Bruce said, man, it's racing around good guys too, and having a good league, ECR. You know, it's just good competition. I'm not getting taken out. You know, I've been in some races where, you know, your truck or car acts like a bit of a magnet and just attracts things. It just doesn't seem to be happening this year in this K&N series. Things are clicking, and the car's not acting like a magnet and bringing things to it. I had a disappointing finish at Daytona, and that's what kept me behind. I mean, this points that kept me in second place behind Dalton all the way till tonight. I mean, Dalton didn't show, and suddenly I'm in the lead. I'll take it. I feel bad for Dalton. He'll come back, I know, and race hard next week, but hey, I'll take it while it's going, Josh. I appreciate it. MSTV, MaxSpeedTV, what you guys are doing, I love it. I love going back and watching the races, and learning from, you know, going back and watching the races, you learn from mistakes that we make, and you learn from maybe what some other guys did, and I enjoy that, and enjoy what you guys are doing, and I'm enjoying this racing. This is fun.
Well, it is fun to watch. I know Anthony's got some questions and stuff for you as well. You know, Dalton not being here tonight, which you pretty much answered my next question for you. You know, Dalton not showing up. You know, you're only 10 points behind him coming in tonight. Of course, you're going to solidify the victory here tonight, and you know, solidify the point standings. You're going to go into 2 weeks at Dover. You will be in the lead for point standings, but Dalton Tucker, you know, he's going to come back with a vengeance. You know this.
Yeah, I do, Josh. He's a tough competitor, and I mean, we got Ed Adams that's sitting in third and barking up the tree there, and Josh and Chuck and Jim. They're all guys who return for every race and you know, put their heart in it and have some fun. And man, it's a tough league and this is a tough series, this K&N series. So I'm just glad, you know, not that Dalton didn't show up tonight, but glad I was able to take the lead here, and hopefully I can maintain that the rest of the year.
All right, Anthony, do you have anything for Rob Haynes before we let him go?
Oh, definitely. I got a few questions for him, man. Rob, first off, man, when's your computer going to fail?
I'm working on new pieces for this computer, Anthony, so it's only going to get better, man.
It's not what we wanted to hear. No, I'm just kidding, man. You know, I love you. You're a great guy. You're awesome, man. Love seeing you have success here in Victory Lane, man. I wanted to talk to you a few things, man. I got a couple questions. The first question, Looking at the Cup Series, man, you only had one win, but there's been about 7 or 8 different winners in the Cup Series. You know, obviously Jonathan Boger's got 5 and Derek Norton's got 6. Them guys have been dominating. But, you know, you got 16 starts with 1 win. My question is, what is the difference between the Cup Series and the K&N Series that you could probably pinpoint? Because, you know, you got 7 wins in the K&N Series. So dominating, is it the field or is it the car or what is it, man?
I don't know, Anthony. I've never really thought about it that way, but I'm gonna say it's the car. It's learning the car. The K&N car just seems to come to me. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I can't even explain it. Just with the way the throttle, I have no idea. It just feels really good when I'm on the track. And like I said, I haven't led a lot of laps. If you go back and look at some of the results, it always seems to be at the end. So I think a lot of luck has come in this year. And the Cup car, man, I'm just glad I got that win to make the chase at the end of the year because, man, I've had no luck at all in the Cup cars. And, you know, whether it's the extra power or what's going on with the car. I don't know. I'm just, I'm working on it. I'm trying to get better in that Cup car and, you know, we'll see what we can come up with.
Well, you know, out of 12 starts this year in the K&N car, you have only finished outside of the top 5 3 times. 3 times, man.
Yeah, it's
right.
I've had great success in the K&N car.
Yeah, you've been dominating. You got 29th is your worst place finish. That was Daytona. You know, I had a little bit of bad luck there to start the season. You were probably 29th in points thinking, oh, man, is this how my season's going to start? And now here we are. It took that long to come back. You've had so many wins, but starting 29th in the points at Daytona and then coming on 11 weeks later, now you're the points leader. What has that road been like?
Man, at first it was discouraging, Anthony. It was Daytona 29th, crashed out. Man, that was discouraging, but just kept watching the points and keep climbing the ladder and had some good success at the beginning of the season there after Daytona, and it's continued. So I'm looking forward to this points. Man, I understand now why NASCAR changes points. I mean, I just took the lead tonight in the points with 7 wins over Dalton with 1 win. So it's consistency that gets it done in this league, in this series, and man, I'm trying to be consistent. That just Daytona was a little bit rough, and I know we got another Daytona coming up, so we're just gonna have to, I don't know, try and get the win there.
Crash again? Yeah, I mean, you know, it could happen. No. You got Dover, Michigan, and Pocono. Those are the next 3 races coming up, and followed by Daytona and Sonoma. Out of those tracks, besides Daytona, which one would you think that you're going to have some bad luck in? And also reverse that, which one do you think is your best track?
I'm going to go with Sonoma, probably is my best track. I've got some success with ECR on road tracks last year and the previous year, so looking forward to Sonoma. I think Michigan's going to be a tough one, man. That's going to be close. It's a high draft track. These cars are probably going to be, you know, full throttle almost all the way around, and it's going to be a lot of technique and corner entry and just getting off the corner properly and hanging on to that guy that's in front of you. So we'll see, but yeah, Michigan's probably going to be my little. I'm not too good at that track, to be honest, Anthony, but Sonoma I'm looking forward to.
Well, you got that 37-point lead over Dalton now, so I think that is definitely going to help you. You got 9 races left. It took you about 11 to make up for Daytona, and that's probably what it might take for Dalton, but he doesn't have 11 left. He's got 9. So it's definitely going to be a nice battle. We're watching you guys to the end of the season, man. Dalton's only got 1 win. You got 7. And the battle's been so close all year because we call him Mr. Second. Dalton probably has more second places in the K&N series than all other drivers combined in all series. So we know it's going to be close. We know it's going to be a battle. And we also know Ed Adams isn't that far behind either, man. He has a shot at, you know, maybe making some leeway there. So we wish the best of luck to you, man. Maybe you'll get a pole here sooner or later, too. You have 7 wins, no poles, you know, 11 top 10s out of 12 starts, guys. That is Rob Haynes, Mr. Consistency. Rob, anybody would like to thank, man, before we heading on over to Josh?
Well, of course, MaxSpeedTV and ECR League, man. You know, Anthony, I've been here. This is my 3rd year now, and I love it. Having fun still, and starting to put some wins together. I wish I could transfer it to maybe some of the other series, but that'll come in time. And racing with these guys is great. I love these guys, and you know, Ed's got some space to make some room here in the K&N series, and I'm looking forward to that. And same with Josh. I mean, we still got quite a few races to go, and lots can happen. So looking forward to it. Thanks, guys.
Rob Haynes, man, congratulations on the 7th win here tonight at Charlotte for ECR, man. We're not going to keep you any longer. Go celebrate the victory here tonight, bud. We'll see you in 2 weeks at Dover.
Appreciate it, Josh. Thank you. Thank you to MaxSpeedTV, and thank you to ECR League. Thanks, Anthony. Appreciate it, and look forward to an exciting end of the year here.
All right. Well, that is the number 4, Rob Haynes, winning tonight. Rob, go celebrate, bud. All right. Well, that'll do it for the interviews here. We're going to get them down here for the results here. All right. Rob Haynes coming away with the win here for the ECR K&N Series at Charlotte for his 7th win in the K&N car. Man, congratulations to Rob, man. He is on rails here. Just a winning, you know, just getting the wins here. Bruce Ackerman was on rails here tonight, leading the most laps with 159. He'll finish in that 2nd place. Josh Mayu will finish in that 3rd position, and a solid run for Matthew McCann, finishing in 4th. Kind of a strategy with Josh Mayu there, and unfortunately did not play out like he intended it to. But nevertheless, he got a solid run in that number 99 machine in the 4th. And Michael Atkins will finish in that 5th spot. Jim Westerfield in 6th, and Ralph Vandervorst will round out the top 7 here, finishing in that 7th place. Anthony.
Jeremy Rubin in 8th place after starting 3rd. A little bit of a rough start there, rough race, but nonetheless, he comes out in 8th place. Chad Engel starting in 10th, going to finish 9th. Chuck Harrell starting 4th, and after that one caution and all that debris on the track there, he's going to finish 10th. Ed Adams finishing in 11th, with Jimmy Cooper finishing 12th. Scott Haller 13th, and myself getting that one lap in to make the field 14th. So little field here tonight, but a lot of great action, a lot of great racing, and I had a lot of fun out here in the booth here tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope everybody tunes in next time we come around. That's going to be next Monday for ECR and that truck series there. Josh, man, I enjoy working with you every time. Look forward to next Monday, man. Take it away.
All right, well, that will do it for the ECR Elite Championship Racing K&N Series and MaxSpeedTV here. Hopefully everybody enjoyed the race here tonight. We'll see you next Monday night for the ECR Truck Series back here live on MaxSpeedTV. So until next time, folks, stay safe and have a good night.